understand.
I mean, Gerbo was half. You were like the first.
Yeah,
part
I
of the
mean,
session.
what we did was mostly like navigate through Junior Mint. Navigate through this crazy tunnel situation and avoid the big baddies.
Or not.
Yeah. Actually, well.
Or deliberately provoke them.
I deliberately provoked some of them. And then...
Zach, you left Discord.
Yeah, I was going to see if I could control the volume if I left and entered back in.
Yeah, you should. So you just need to go over rhythm in the general and right click on them.
I did, and then I like muted it and it wouldn't change anything.
That's bizarre because it should change.
So, I hear it as soon as I get in.
So what I would suggest is to possibly look at I don't know. Because I went to settings.
It works now. I just had to go out and in.
Okay. All right, good. Perfect. Yeah,
awesome.
Good. So now...
So we navigated the tunnel. We navigated the tunnel, and we found out a couple of things. They were about to go eat people who did not turn. That was a big item.
Yeah, that seems like an important item, yeah.
That we need to come back to.
Probably should revisit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. This guy, the big dude, the big main dude, I forgot his name, who was like the genie guy.
Well, he didn't...
Married.
He was a married. He didn't really get his name, though.
Didn't get his name.
That's just the type of creature that he is.
Right, yeah, the married. We came across him, talked to him, and then eventually we went straight, and he went over to the right to go eat the people. And
to clarify,
to have him have others eat people.
Mm-hmm.
He created a distraction, and basically he cleared the way for you guys to enter the inner sanctum, essentially, of the temple.
And then we went to the left a little bit and saw a big creature that then like leaped towards us, and then we battled it, and then we after that went straight a little bit more into the inner sanctum, and then that's where
it was this thing. You guys fought that thing. If you can see it in roll 20.
Can't see it.
No, can't see anything.
Really? I showed it.
It's on the wrong plane.
It had all the tentacles.
Can anyone see it?
Nope.
God, why?
Oh wait, I can see it now. Just kidding.
What?
Just kidding.
It's not even anywhere on the journal.
What? How did... Okay, hold on. For some reason it was set to only my journal.
Nice.
As if that's useful. Now you should be able to see it.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, you want everything set to your journal until you push the button to show it to everyone else.
Right, but I could have swore I showed this to everyone beforehand. But anyway.
That does not ring a bell. I thought it was like a Kraken thing, but I don't remember seeing this photo.
No, I don't either.
Well,
gorgeous
that is the creature that you guys fought.
Legit.
With all the creatures, or all the tentacles.
Yeah.
You also, Eladrin. Yeah, that's right. You have an NPC helper with you.
Yep. Eladrin did some work with his shocking arc, his arcing bolt.
Mm-hmm.
He did some work.
Well, that and his 5th level spells that dealt a ton of damage.
Yeah.
That was pretty major.
He literally teleported around the room, attacking people for tons of damage.
That was pretty wild. We have defeated all the enemies, and then the guy who was doing the ritual, I believe we had just defeated him.
Right. So yeah, there's a picture of Eladrin once again to remind you all.
Eladrin.
He has great shoes.
My good
Do what? Great shoes.
He has great shoes.
Those are probably his best feature. And
Mm-hmm.
This is Gar Shatterkeel, the cult leader, the guy you guys fought.
Mm-hmm. I remember him.
Wait.
Shatterkeel.
Yes.
Remember that?
For some reason, that one was okay. So this is him.
Yeah,
Dang.
pretty sweet.
This was him, I should say, until you guys killed him.
Yes, that was familiar.
Yes.
Classic. Okay. Definitely looks like a cult leader to me.
Among other things, yes.
Dark. Yeah.
And then we paused the game right before we assessed the situation regarding the portal.
The portal.
And I also want to remind you guys of the giant you fought as well.
Yes, good call. The water giant.
Well, you didn't really fight it; you avoided it for dear life.
We did avoid this water giant. This was the one that was by the bridge.
No, that'd be aquatic troll.
Ah, yes, the aquatic troll. We avoided that one.
You avoided one of them and fought another.
The other one did not stand a chance.
No, he got destroyed pretty quickly. But here's the guy.
This classic troll.
Yeah.
He while it looks scary, merely 1 day's rations distracted him when I threw it in the water. Keep that in mind.
That's true. That did happen.
So 1 day's rations is all you need to bypass one of these things. Not great.
And
I left my crossbow with my nefarious friend who owns a very seedy bar.
Yeah.
the pink pearl. Yep.
Yeah, the pink pearl.
Pink pearl.
Yeah.
Also, we did kind of agree to help the Merid escape his enslavement in exchange for his distraction. So we're about to pay the piper, I think.
We are, but my thoughts are plentiful on that front.
I'm sure they are.
And I'm thinking there's something there.
And here he is. Here's your boy.
Like, surprisingly, he's a big baddie. Like, that dude can do some work on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
Super powerful elemental. He's the most dangerous thing in this temple.
Well, tell that to the troll that I fooled with 1 day's rations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Death is also freedom of enslavement.
There's something there. But we'll see. I've got an idea. Maybe we can throw him in the portal.
That's wow. Okay.
That would be a terrible.
I won't stop you from trying.
I won't not allow it.
So, all right. Let me give you. Let's take stock of the situation. So, Gar Shatterkeel was killed ultimately by a crossbow bolt from Gerbo at the very end. Also, a bear did fall on him. That happened. I can't forget that detail. So, you guys are now standing in front of the altar at which he was doing his ritual. Now, the ritual was assisted by two of his mage right-hand men that you could see their corpses here. And it looked as if that they were trying to do, what they were going to do was summon basically bring from the elemental plane of water a large water elemental that would probably have flooded, at the very least, the Amakira forest.
All must be drowned.
Correct.
Okay.
Come and see.
Yeah.
So, with that, what has happened is, so there was a large kind of orb, a sphere of blue mana that was kind of congealing and forming from this ritual. And now that all those participating in the ritual are dead, this orb has now become completely unstable and has begun to slowly siphon itself back through the portal, back through the gate.
Cool. That sounds like a good thing.
And I should say that the gate itself, so the previous one you saw was shrouded in darkness, essentially. And there was crackling power coming from it. This, rather than being dark, or rather shrouded in darkness, it looks more like a shimmering almost like a watery sort of portal coming out of the wall. However, this shimmering water is at its brightest navy colored, a dark navy color. It seems to be a lot watery-like, but it's also shrouded in dark. There's also slight, from on the outer edges of the gate, purple black energy that you guys have already seen before.
Okay. Well, I guess we know what we have to do with this thing.
Eladrin will look at you guys and say, I can't say I have much experience with this sort of thin place, I guess. I hope someone has. Anyway, is this anyone's cup of tea? Has anyone done this before?
Well, believe it or not, I have done this before, but am no way qualified to lead.
This is really Ephelien's wheelhouse.
With my knowledge of portals, what can I tell about it?
Okay, so at a glance, it looks like, with the exception of its oddly opaque coloring, it almost looks like a more normal gate, I guess you could say. It's not like the typical sort of like corrupted gates, I guess you could say, or gates that lead off into a dark plane. But it does look as if it has some of those influences. So you think it might be that that this is a gate to the plane of water, the elemental plane of water. But it's like, I guess you could say, through a glass darkly.
Have I ever seen anything like this before?
You have not really seen this sort of thing before, personally, because what this means is that this is a gate that's going to two different places at once, or there is a smaller sort of portal within a portal.
Oh.
Not exactly a common occurrence.
I'll turn to Eladrin and say, can you teleport an Archmage in here? Or maybe send him a message and ask him to teleport to your location. Is that possible?
An Archmage? Who do you have in mind?
Your specialist on conjuration has been very helpful. I think he would be the best person to determine what's happening with this, because it's different than anything I've seen before.
I could send him a message, or try to. He'll take a few seconds, and he'll cast message.
Does that automatically, is that like a telepathic message? Like an
I believe message is telepathic, right?
You're talking about sending or message? Message is only a range of 120 feet.
What about so it would have to be ascending?
Sending is infinite range.
Then it would be ascending. Let me clarify. That's ascending. I thought. Yeah. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, it is telepathic.
Right. Both of them are telepathic, aren't they?
I think with message you have to actually whisper.
Ah. Okay.
But I mean, it's still kind of telepathic. But
right. It's mostly
actually
telepathic.
whisper.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he gets. It's just probably less than a minute. He's just kind of staring off into space. All right.
And while he's waiting there and sitting there, if there's more than one message, I'm gonna request that he asks Volmer to join us as well.
Can Volmer teleport?
I don't know. Like I do not know if Volmer's able to join, like in a real way. I'm just thinking like if Volmer could be here, like I know that this is something he was like studying and like thinking about, like the pool, like the lake and everything. So
that's true. Maybe
if he could figure like see with his own eyes that I'm a part of this solution.
I forgot.
It could be something.
I did forget a detail, kind of inconsequential, but I do want to give it nonetheless. The altar, like you saw before at the gate entrance, there are more imagery. There's more imagery and depictions again of a woman and water, which seems to all of you. Well, I mean, not that any of you have probably paid close attention to it. It is kind of strange. It hints back to potentially an earlier period in this temple's history. Anyway.
Okay.
Well, teleport. If the Archmage can teleport, he could bring someone with him.
Well, anyway.
If Volmer wants to.
Eladrin, it's about a minute or so. He's got his kind of his brow is furrowed. He says, I haven't gotten a response back yet. Which likely means he's either asleep or unconscious. I doubt he's asleep.
That's strange.
What reason would he have to be unconscious?
I believe they were trying to deal with all of the sea spawn the lake spawn that we left when we last saw him.
There was the water giant to be dealt with. It's possible he may have been injured in the fighting. Or...
Well, he was back at the castle, so hopefully the fight hasn't gone that far. Unless he decided to go out and help them.
That would be my guess. It's possible the water giant began to make advances and they responded in kind.
Well, I hope they can handle it, since we seem to have handled everything else. Except for this portal.
That's true.
I'm no expert on these things, but if we close this portal, will our married friend be able to cross back to his native plane? Or should we leave it open until we can convince him to leave things be here and move along?
I don't know much about Marids necessarily, but powerful elemental creatures like him typically have the power to plane shift on their own.
Would he have the power to open a new portal up?
Now that I'm uncertain of.
I do know that not all portals are bad, and I'm afraid if we close this portal, it could imbalance your world.
Right.
But something bad's clearly happening here, so...
Another note, there does seem to be streams of water that's coming from the portal. but it's the same kind of black, viscous sort of stuff that because when the cult leader died, he kind of just liquefied into a black water. That's kind of what this looks like.
Gross. I'll pour some in a vial and save it.
Oh.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
I guess I'll search his body just in case there's anything interesting. He said he had a trident. So, I don't know if that's helpful, but...
There is the trident. I mean, it looks much like... I mean, it is as depicted in the photo. Let me see. It's like a long black trident.
Yeah, I mean, that's like 4 times as tall as I am.
Easily.
I'm not an expert, but does it seem to be more of a martial weapon or more of a magic implement?
It is more of a, well, I guess this would be an Arcana check, but I'm just going to tell you right now, it is meant to be more of a magical weapon rather than, say, just a physical trident.
Okay, I'll hand it to Cella and see if. Just say, what do you make of this, and I'll hand it to her.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check to see what. Oh, sorry, rolled twice. See what it does.
Okay, so based off of the Arcana check, you can sense a powerful energy that's inhabiting this trident. You get the sense that it is... It doesn't really have a mind of its own, but there is something within it, like a force or power that is within this trident. It does feel like it could be dangerous.
Interesting. Okay. I wonder if this could maybe help us close the portal or something else. I'll hold on to it for now.
Can I make some kind of check just to see if my character might figure out what to do with this portal?
Yeah, go ahead.
Based on her
some
knowledge, but not a ton of knowledge.
I don't think it'd be history. I think Arcana makes sense. Right?
I have +0, so...
Plus what?
I have +0 in Arcana. Unless this counts as a ranger thing where I get advantage.
I feel like, I mean, you are a Horizon Walker. I feel like you should have some sort of advantage when dealing with these things. So yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Okay, so +0 with advantage is not terrible. Let's see.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Yep. Hang on, my thing's not working. It didn't let me change it, so I just rolled twice.
Well, okay. So you're able to intuit. What?
Said sweet crit.
Yeah. So based off of that crit, you're able to intuit that this is something that's more of a normal occurring kind of gate or portal, like I said, or like you've said. It's a portal to the elemental plane of water. However, it's been obscured by almost just a smaller pinprick of a portal that was opened, kind of in the side of this one.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to be that energy is coming in from the side, kind of corrupting the energy coming from the plane, the elemental plane. So you think what you could do is you'll still have to prepare the circle that you prepared last time when closing that gate. But the trick this time is you'll have to pinpoint the exact spot in the gate. You'll have to sort of feel it out, kind of like what you did with the last gate. Except this time you're going to be trying to find like a scratch almost and repair it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll explain that to Cella and Eldrin and start doing that, setting it up.
Well, a circle of power does make sense here. I'll lend what assistance I can, but I am somewhat drained from our last encounter.
Oh yeah, he died, or he went unconscious on us.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For a while. He was unconscious for like 5 turns.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was out of it.
Yeah, I mean it was 30 seconds, so.
Cella takes out her
So
knife and runs it across her palm and presses her palm to the ground to make her blood offering.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I guess I'll cast Protection from Evil and Good on myself.
There you go. Yeah.
Just
And that gives
as
you
a precautionary measure.
protection. All right.
It works on evil stuff, but also elementals, so...
That's a good call. All right. So I will say that I guess I need to draw a little circle maybe. Like
Did I find any kind of spell components or anything like that on these 3 figures?
Not the like you do find some just general spell components. You also find some rather more exotic things on them, such as shark teeth and scales of different animals or different fish, and even what appears to be certain fish bones.
Nothing that seems relevant to like the ritual or this portal.
Not to this.
I mean,
portal,
I don't know.
no.
I don't know very much about that kind of stuff, but
Right.
after I look through it all, I'll just hand all of that to Gerbo.
Sure.
All the fish
Okay.
bones.
Yep. I take it. I take
Shark teeth and stuff.
Yep. I take it and I put it in my pocket.
Cella
Straight in.
Yep, just like shark tooth in my pocket.
Cella's looking
Go
at
ahead.
the portal, and she pulls out the pocket watch and holds it in her uncut palm, and kind of reaches out mentally for Bertrand, and says, "Master Bertrand, if you could make yourself available, very curious about what Ephelien's told us about this second portal that's open. Do you have any sense which plane or space this corruption is coming from?"
It takes a few seconds, but you do hear Bertrand at the back of your mind. He says, it's kind of weak. You can almost, it's hard to hear him. But he says, it's hard to make out exactly, but I've recognized this sort of energy before. I'd have to be there to really give you more information, but if I were to guess, it's coming for any sort of dark corruption that I'm familiar with usually comes from one place. The realm of the Dark God. In the end, then he just cuts out there.
All right, nothing too surprising there.
Well, what's our plan here? We're just sitting around looking at a portal ritual. I'm getting a little restless.
Well, gotta set up the ritual.
That's right.
So,
We gotta set up the circle ritual. So I'm gonna let me move my character right here. I'm gonna begin the circle.
All right, let's do it. Let's
all
close
right.
it
Yeah,
out.
so
Oh
I'll
shit!
do that.
No.
Don't you mark on me?
All right. So I'm gonna move Eldrin over here to this side so we can be kind of symmetrical. Or is Braundir gonna be there? I guess.
I don't have to be. I wasn't in the last ritual, so I don't, if you need me, I'm here.
Okay. So, Ephelien. Let's just say that so now the spellcasters of the group, excluding Gerbo, Eldrin, Cella, Ephelien, you are going to begin the ritual you began when closing up the last portal, and this time it's you're feeling the Eldrin's energies being given to you, Ephelien. And Ephelien, I want you to make a Arcana check.
Not very good at that, but maybe I'll roll another 20.
You could.
Hey!
I called it.
That was amazing.
He was just like,
Okay.
nailed it.
Call shot.
Nailed
That is
it.
amazing.
Amazing.
Wow, that's amazing.
So, man, it wasn't even that consequential. So, Ephelien,
Absolutely.
Eldrin's Arcana, or Eldrin's energy, magical energy he's giving to you, it feels, it's the same kind of, it's almost like there's a certain mask to it. Like it's supposed to feel like a typical kind of Arcana spell, but there's something underneath.
He was throwing
And it
around a
kinda-
lot of magic.
You can't help but think back to the spell he cast before in the previous fight with all the black tentacles coming everywhere
Yeah.
Hmm.
and the lie he told. But, that being said, you don't think that this is necessarily going to harm you, at least in this exact moment.
Hmm.
And so, you also have Cella's energies flowing through you as well. Her druidic, nature magic, death nature magic, also flowing through you. And now you begin what you began before. So you're going to raise out your hands, your arms, and now I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is it a charm or a sleep effect?
It is a charm effect.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, you can't be charmed.
I can be charmed,
You can?
but I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed.
Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the spell. Never mind. I was talking about Fey Ancestry.
No. Like, because you have protection from good and evil right now.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at that.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. So, when you cast that, or rather, when you begin the ritual, suddenly your eyes are turned towards directly into the center of the portal, and you can see further in than you thought you could. It goes further and further and deeper into what seems to be this just giant and unfathomable ocean. And then you see probably the most beautiful fish you've ever seen in your life. is a massive, almost leviathan that seems to be just all-encompassing and covered in multicolored scales, and they shine and they seem to shine with their own light. You feel this sort of influence attempt to enter your mind and enchant you in some way, but it fails. And so what happens is this dazzling rainbow leviathan fades into blackness, and you continue on with your ritual. So you're reaching out, and now you have to find... So essentially what you're doing is you're magically feeling around the portal. You don't want to close this one. You're trying to feel for something that's more subtle. And I'm trying to think of another saving throw to make here. Go ahead and make a... Oh. Hold on. Yeah, I think if I remember right, last time it was a wisdom saving throw. A little redundant, but...
Wisdom, okay. Is this one charm or sleep effect?
No, it's not. This is okay. More or less to get through the ritual. Ooh.
Not very high.
Okay, so you spend several minutes seemingly fumbling around, trying to feel for this other gap, but then you find it. You finally find it, and it's like it's like a little like... It's like just a little groove or hole that you can almost feel with one of your fingers. But you latch onto it, and you begin the process of closing it up and slowly moving parts of this plane back together again, healing the rift that was opened. As you do that, you can sense this energy just kind of pouring out of it. And as you're closing it up, a bolt of purple lightning shoots out of the portal and hits you, Ephelien. And this is going to deal 3d10. I guess necrotic damage.
Okay.
Jeez.
Oh, right. I need to actually roll it. My God. So 14 damage.
14. Okay.
Yeah. And since this is a sort of energy that hit you point blank, it feels like your entire body has gone cold and limp. But still, you press forward to closing the portal. Eladrin begins to lend you even more of his power to you, and he okay, and he succeeds, and he's able to get you, like, you're about to fall off your feet. You can't even feel any part of you, really. You're just completely numb, but you're able to still keep standing, and you're able to finish the ritual. You close the tear, and whenever you do, this black, viscous, watery liquid that was pouring from the gate begins to dissipate. And this black navy sheen that was covering the portal before begins to give way to a far brighter, just blue color, like you're looking right at the sea. And as this happens, Ephelien, again, just like with the last gate, falls to the ground unconscious. I'm pretty sure that's what happened last time.
I think I did collapse, yeah.
Yeah. So...
Is she unconscious or unstable, or both?
Both right now.
Okay. I will use my herbalism kit to stabilize her.
Yeah, do that. Okay.
You have a +7 in medicine.
All right. So with that roll, you're able to stabilize Ephelien.
Right, I was about to say.
Can Eldrin do anything? Nope. He has no healing abilities.
Wizards don't have any healing
I run over
abilities.
to Ephelien, and all I have is 1 potion of greater healing.
Oh, here, I have Healing Spirit. I still have some spell slots left. Just let me use that.
I put the Hat of Disguise on her.
Okay.
So when I put the Hat of Disguise on her, what do I get to choose what she turns into, or does she choose?
The person wearing the hat has to make the decision. So until she's conscious to make the decision, it's just a hat on her head.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there.
See what happens.
We're gonna see what happens.
Okay.
So let's see, 1 plus my spellcasting modifier, which, let me see what that is. I want to say is it a 2?
It's your wisdom modifier.
+4, okay. So 5 times. So roll 5d6.
Okay, so 4 more.
I'd say you'll get up from that.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay.
Eldrin is going to walk away from Ephelien, and he's going to look like he's casting a spell, and his eyes have turned a different color as he's scanning the room. He says, I thought I heard something.
I don't like that.
Yeah, me either. Did
Braundir,
you say
roll
did Ephelien wake up?
On it.
Yeah, Ephelien is up.
Ephelien,
Okay.
what did you say you turned into?
I don't think I was even aware that I had it in my head, so...
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you would have to consciously disguise
Dang.
yourself as something.
Then I slowly walk over and pull the hat off and just like shake my head. Like, whatever, it's fine.
You thought you had a good thing going.
I thought I had a good thing going.
So, Braundir, you aren't sure. You don't think you heard anything necessarily. Like, you have been kind of in the background while this ritual's going on.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna walk towards the door though.
yeah. Cella, from this corner of the room, you think you can hear something that's kind of moving around on the wall, but you don't see anything there.
Okay.
Eldrin's gonna walk towards it.
I'm gonna go with.
He's gonna look up at it, and he grabs at something on the wall, and he's struggling with something that seems to be invisible to you guys. And he says, well, I think we have ourselves a little spy of sorts. And he throws it on the ground, and you hear something smash.
Can we see it
And
now?
what you see... Yes. The invisibility fades. And what you see is this small little mechanical... Almost looks like a spider with a giant eye in its center. And it seems to be powered by a small little purple crystal in it.
What?
Does it look like the stuff we were seeing in the underways?
Yes.
It does. In fact,
Yeah.
it looks kind of similar to what you would see from Gearhead's own creations.
That's what I was thinking.
Dang.
Now, if I were to guess, I think someone was trying to spy on us.
But who would have access to Gearhead's equipment? We've shut off that portal.
The dark figure that appeared, that Bertrand told us about, that was in Gearhead's memories. The same dark figure that my aunt said has been infiltrating the Druidic circles. He must be collecting technology from the different portals.
Braundir, you do remember from your memories, like Gearhead's memories,
Right.
one of the last things you saw was the... Let me bring up his image again.
The skull dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Right. He did take a lot of Gearhead's blueprints and schematics as he left.
So what could he want from here? That's what I want to know.
Well, if this is a portal to another realm, maybe he's just finding a different way to come in and out of our world.
Maybe.
Who knows where this portal leads to? It could lead to infinite number of worlds, for all we know.
We also did tell Beastbane to go into the underways.
Are you suggesting that Beastbane planted this?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that it's certainly possible.
I can't say much.
Can you
for
think of
Beast
anyone
Banes.
with a bigger motive?
I can think of somebody with a bigger brain. Literally anybody.
Well, that's true.
His skills on the battlefield are commendable, but I can't say that he's much work elsewhere.
That's true. He never seemed to be the planner to me.
And at any rate, how would it even get to here? There has to be another way. Did this come through the portal, I guess, as an invisible?
Eldrin just shakes his head. I'm not sure. All I know is I thought I heard something in the corner and decided to detect magic, and there it was.
And is there anything else in this room?
No, not as far as I can see.
Well,
Wow.
I'm not sure. I guess we should just, if there's a way for us to close this portal, let me know how I can help.
Well, I don't think we can really close this portal without there being serious repercussions. This is likely...
Does it look like...
What?
Can we visually tell that it looks like it's been cleansed?
Yes. I was kind of describing it earlier.
Okay.
So yeah, like just over the course of time as you guys are talking, it begins that navy black opaque sheen to it. It begins to kind of give way, and now it looks like a more healthy kind of blue, like almost like you're looking at the ocean water.
Okay.
Well, at any rate, I think our business here is concluded. We might want to leave.
Were there...
Is Ephelien aware of her surroundings now?
Yeah, she's conscious and awake.
I'll say to Braundir, Braundir, what do you think we should do about that Merid?
He's obviously more powerful than I can handle on my own. I don't know that he's any use to us other than because of his... I don't trust him, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So, this for that may not exactly happen.
I think he was telling the truth when he's an enemy of our enemy, but
our enemy
that doesn't mean we
now
can
dead,
trust him.
right?
Yes.
And so does that mean he's now free from his bond? Is that who was enslaving him?
Unless he's controlled by that trident.
It certainly seemed like he... Well, the trident thing could be a possibility. And Cella wielding that and barging into the room, we could see his reaction and see what we could do. I, for one, am willing to allow him to leave as long as he doesn't hurt anyone in my city.
And how do we know that he's not just going to come back with more reinforcements? Just to start this whole thing over again.
I don't think that he wanted to be here in the first place. Hopefully.
Yes. It sounded as if he was more interested in essentially getting some free treatment. Royal treatment, as you should say. Obviously, those in the Water Temple would probably treat very well a powerful water elemental such as himself.
I don't think he had any of the Malcolor corruption going on. That doesn't mean we can trust him, but...
And what will happen of this temple now? Will druids fill it once more?
If there are any of the circle who haven't been corrupted, who are still sound of mind, I suppose so. Perhaps that's what we should do before we go. Perhaps we should go look for any survivors.
But there was the fellow we met in the bar on the southeast portion of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
He was from
the Circle of Dreams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But perhaps we should go and search for survivors and help them get out of here. There's no way that they'll make it back up to the surface on their own to seek help if they're wanting to leave or... Oh my god, they might be being eaten right now.
Well, we should probably leave.
Well, I'm surprised it took that long to put it together. Yeah, that's possible.
Well,
Cella, do you take the trident?
Yeah, Cella has the trident slung over her back, and she's going to start heading this way at a quick pace.
I'll just say for you to properly use it, you'll need to attune yourself to it.
I won't be able to use it right away.
You get that sense.
Okay.
Yeah, you won't be able to use it right away.
Okay.
off we go.
That doesn't mean they don't know that.
What?
Doesn't mean they know that.
That's right. That's right. It's a good intimidation piece.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. All right. So, as you guys are going back into the kind of the cafeteria area, I'm not even going to have you guys make perception checks. You hear all manner of screaming.
Oh God.
Coming from the direction.
Chalice.
Eastern side.
Yep. Where the Merid went.
Chella's running
Yeah. Same.
You also hear amidst the screaming, unmistakable cackling.
Okay, I'm gonna
of the
bust
Merid.
through
That's
this
the wrong
door.
way.
Okay, no.
It's the wrong way.
Yeah, it's just an empty room. Oh wait, hold on. Let me kill a few more things first. It's really laggy.
Okay, starting to see things.
Okay.
See the Merid.
Okay.
God.
I can see where I can see the Merid too. When you're done, tell us what we see. Who dat?
Sure. I'm just
Who he? Who dat? Oh, who dat?
Whoa.
Oh,
Mohawk, man. Rhythm and blues. Rhythm has the blues.
Oh, Groovy left.
Bye, Groovy.
Whoa.
Yeah, when it doesn't play music for long enough, it just decides to leave.
Classic Groovy.
You leave when I say you leave.
So when you guys come down here, you see a whole bunch of, like, all of these dead bodies around, and it looks as if they've been torn to pieces. And there's only a few that are left alive. They appear to be some of the corrupted cultists, but it looks as if the Merid has these water tentacles he's manipulating and kind of just slowly tearing these people apart.
Oh, God. Cella pulls the trident from her back and bellows at him. Stop! Very unintimidatingly.
Actually, that's not bad.
Yes.
15 isn't terrible.
Consider your minus
18.
I'll back her up with a bear roar.
And then I'll back her up with a bear roar.
Oh, Braundir's bear roars. Yeah, there you go.
My bear roar wasn't very good.
Meow. Effie, you wanna bring your polar friend out or something fun?
She doesn't care about these people, so
yeah.
She doesn't care if they die.
It's probably about right.
Eladrin's also kind of just standing off to the side, just watching at this point.
Yeah, of course he is.
Like right there. The Merid. So these two that are left are. It looks as if he is, like I said, he's pulling one of them apart, and the other one he's just shoving water into them from their mouth. He just is. So he hears this roar, and he hears Cella speak in your commanding tone. And
why must you do this?
Startled for a second. What?
Why are you doing this?
They imprisoned me. It is only fair punishment.
You're imprisoned no longer. The leader of this temple is dead. Its people are free, and so are you. You can return from where you came.
I thought you would enjoy this. After all, they are far gone already.
Are there any prisoners down here that are not corrupted, that are still alive?
There are some in this room. He'll gesture to the door over here.
Well, if they're not corrupted, then let's go help them.
Yes.
What else do you want here, Merid?
I simply wanted to enact my revenge. That is all.
Braundir looks around at the tangled mess around us. I think you've well done that. So what is it now?
I will be leaving quite shortly. I simply wanted to thank you.
Well, and where do you intend to go?
Well, back home, at least for a time.
Back to Naboo?
Where's your home?
Naboo.
I come specifically from the plane of water.
And so you'll
I have quite a wonderful home. What?
And so you'll exit through the portal.
I suppose I could, but I already have the power to enter the plane on my own.
And you'll leave this realm alone.
Yes, I've grown quite tired of it already.
Well,
I don't intend on returning for some time if I can help it.
and so what all powers do merits have? They're pretty vicious, I guess.
Well,
They control water.
I mean, it's control of water mostly.
So, I'll say this: Merid, there are more dangers that we're facing outside of these walls. The least you could do is help us return back safely. You've exacted your revenge on these people. Now pay your debts to us. We freed you. Help us get back safely.
Roll persuasion.
Pretty good.
I did do a crit roll on a intimidation too.
Mhm.
It's true. Okay.
I'm gonna say yeah, and I roll the persuasion.
Oh shit! Now he's coming. Oh man!
Yeah.
I truly do not want to be here another second longer than I have to.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous.
That's where you
Yeah!
Yeah.
Like an Ash Ketchum, yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
yes. God, that was amazing. That was literally exactly the thought that I was having. Was just like,
God,
yeah.
that's just the most anime thing I've ever heard. Probably.
Oh, that's fantastic.
The only time ever that the yeah actually mattered.
Yeah, yeah,
It mattered.
the logical argument played out by the folk hero.
Yeah.
I do not care what happens inside this plane. However, perhaps I can lend some assistance. Briefly.
Then we'll be quick.
That's all
but
we ask.
We must make sure that the druids who are in this room, who have not been corrupted, are safe. They need to reestablish order here. Just give me one moment.
So the Merid, what he's going to do is he'll just take some of the, again, he's controlling kind of these water tendrils essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And so what he's going to do is take some of those tendrils and just snap the neck of one of the cultists that he was messing with, and then just rip open the other in quick succession. And he says, "Fine."
Do you promise that you won't hurt the druids that are in this other room when I open the door? Do I have your word, Merid?
Fine. I won't harm a single hair on their head.
Hmm.
They're uncorrupted water druids. They're probably the type of exact people that he wants
Yeah,
to
like
follow
his
him.
devotees.
So
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yes, but they have proven themselves to be quite weak now, haven't they?
because they were captured.
Because they didn't want to be corrupted. I would say that they resisted quite a bit of persuasion. I think that makes them strong.
Very
I mean-
well.
You were captured, but you managed to resist the corruption. So you're strong. Don't you think they're strong?
Cella goes.
Perhaps you have a good point.
Braundir follows.
You enter the room. Okay. You enter the room, and oh, Cella rolled an insight check. I didn't even realize.
Oh yeah, just to make sure that he was being sincere, that he wasn't gonna dismember all these wholesome folks.
Yeah, he's basically telling the truth.
Okay. He's just an asshole.
He's not like, yeah, he's just an asshole. Yeah.
Roger.
So you enter the room. What?
We got one scroll of teleport, right? Just one?
I believe so, yes.
That can take 9 people.
Okay.
Oh.
They may want to stay. I don't know.
Yeah.
So you guys, when you guys enter the room, they are all kind of huddled under their beds and cowering just from hearing everything going on outside. And one of them speaks up and says, "Well, please, no, don't hurt us.
We're not here for that. Your home has been destroyed, but we've fixed the portal. Everything should be back to normal. We're going to get rid of the Merid. Now, would you like to stay here or return with us?"
Oh, please, just... We need to leave. We need to recuperate.
Well,
Who are you people? How did you...
Us?
How did you beat the master?
We're the portal exterminators.
Nope. Gonna have to. Yeah, we didn't agree on that. We didn't talk about that before.
We're the portal.
Does not speak for any of us on that for sure. Cella like
we're the portal people. Portal police.
Portal.
Dang, I wish I had like some sunglasses I could put on.
Or take that.
Big aviators. Yep.
There's CSI Miami.
Got a need for speed. Cella
Look,
try on the floor.
We don't care. We don't care what you're called. We just want to get out of here.
No. You need to get this right. Okay, portal police, portal people, portalini. No,
The portalini.
it's okay. The portalizia. There we go. Let's go. Okay. So I'm gonna open the door for them to come out.
We'll have time to explain everything else when they're on the surface, but you should probably come with us.
Yes. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Okay, lead them out.
Eladrin, lead the way.
So who thinks they can get out on their own?
I jump on the water.
Gerbo could probably sneak out, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's 6 of them and 5 of us, and only 9 people can teleport.
Oh, so there's...
But I don't have a way to breathe water.
I mean, I think it's where the Merid comes in. Merid,
yeah, the Merid can escort us out.
The last thing we ask is if you and your graciousness could grant us passage to the surface.
I can give you water breathing if that's what you want.
And all of the monsters that we passed on our way here?
Yes, I'm concerned about the giant that we avoided on the way down, namely.
He was quite big.
And the Merid here has already offered his gracious servitude one last time.
I forgot about that giant.
Is that thing corrupted too?
Oh, it looked like it.
Yes. Believe it or not.
Yes.
Believe it or not, it was an actual giant.
What?
I was playing like the celebration. Woo!
Oh, what?
It's corrupted.
Oh.
Like, yay!
I don't know how they got that giant to the lake, but it was a true giant.
Well,
anyway.
Cella's like, I didn't know we had giants on this planet. That's interesting. Giants? Did you know we had giants? We have giants.
No, did not know. Now let's go. On the way back.
I haven't really filled you in on that part of the world. Anyway.
Also, there's giants. Drew, I won't lie.
Yes,
I'm like,
there's giants.
I'm creeping around and I just saw this one guy. He's just gonna be here forever. He's gonna wake up and be like, "Where'd everybody go?"
So he was actually okay. So earlier, like when you first entered the temple, if you guys had decided to go across with boats and stuff at the beginning, there was actually he was part of a situation where one of the cultists who resisted and didn't turn was basically going to have his throat slit and thrown into the water.
Great.
For marrows to feed on and stuff. So, anyway, you missed that. So,
sounds like I'm glad we did.
Awesome.
Yeah, good times.
So he lives because we went the other way, but he'll just be alone in the water temple by himself with lots of dead bodies.
I mean, I'm just going to make him dead anyway, so.
Oh. Okay.
He'll probably die eventually.
So,
that happened regardless of you guys like going one way or another. So, anyway.
How about
continue on. All right.
What, Brett?
Right.
How about Gerbo and Eladrin swim out because you guys can go invisible, and then the rest of us can teleport out.
True.
And what about the person we tried to reach earlier who may be unconscious? Is there a war right above us that's happening that we need to help with?
Well, your guess is as good as mine.
One way to find out.
The marriage just simply going to go, no.
I'm looking here. I don't have a way to become invisible. I just have really good stealth.
Good enough.
Good enough.
It's true.
I can go with Eladrin if need be. If it really must be that way. Do you have pass without trace?
Are you talking to Eladrin?
I'm talking to the group.
Oh.
Bye.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Or do we all need to go out there and look and see if there's a battle that we need to join?
Least we can do.
So
I don't know if Ephelien is in the shape to fight, so
right.
I can fight somebody right now.
You can take him?
Yeah, I'm just looking through. I'm looking through my thing, and I've got a torch I can use.
Look, I really don't care about these people. Are we going to teleport or whatever?
Oh, are we inconveniencing you?
Yes.
Oh,
you've had your time, Marin. Hold on.
Marin,
So
I understand that in your world things move a lot faster than they do here, but truthfully, this is how things are done.
So
I'll tell him I'm surprised you're not more worried about the fate of this temple, since when it was corrupted, they captured you, and having it cleansed and having these water druids be uncorrupted and safe seems like it's in your best interest.
He kind of recoils a little bit at that, and he says, "Oh, there are plenty of other water temples and other planes I could go and see."
Yeah, and if this one becomes corrupted again and they capture you again, that would not be good for you.
No. Kind of gets a little deflated at that. He's a very haughty thing. Anyway.
I'm trying to appeal to his self-interest.
Yeah, fair.
I have to tune into it. That's all I know.
So, is the plan to teleport out with all of these guys?
Well, I don't think they can help fight, so...
No.
Should we just teleport them and then we stay behind? Or...
Well, there's only 6 of them.
Right.
So
but
9 people can teleport.
I guess I'm afraid of splitting the party.
Yeah.
I walk up close to the Merid and grab his belt, and I press my arm to the sky like I'm ready to teleport into the air. So I'm my hand is up here because he's pretty tall, and then I just go Yeah.
What are you doing?
Teleport.
Let go of my belt this instant.
Teleport.
You've had your persuasion, Master Gerbo. Let's go.
Don't let Cella touch you with that pitchfork.
That's a gig.
Okay, let's go see if there's any more corrupted monsters left, and then if there's not, then we'll let you leave, and we'll be done with this.
There we go. Sounds like
All
a plan.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Thanks, Ephelien.
Okay. Yes.
All right, so
Alrighty, so we're
Wait.
making our way out, making our way downtown, walking fast.
So we're not teleporting with the Marin?
well,
You
we're
were good
gonna,
at teleporting.
we're still
Do you want to
cleansing
teleport
the
the merit into your home? I mean, that doesn't seem smart, but
Well,
unless you just want to hang
there's
out
a
with
water
them.
troll. Oops. That went back out the door.
Oh, I found the daddy.
Oh, did you
I
find
go
one over there,
in
too?
the Marid's quarters where the bearskin rug was because of the rug, and to see if I could roll it up.
So we're for real all split up right now. This is great. All right.
Yeah, I wanted to
Yeah, you are.
go.
No, I was
Toads.
walking with you.
I wanted to go in here and roll the rug up. See if
I like Ephelien is just way ahead.
Oh,
Super
Actually, she
ahead.
can barely walk, so she's not that
And all
far.
of you children are ready.
wait.
What about this water troll, though?
We're not this three-headed monster that's blocking the nice rug.
He's chilling. He was chilling before we got here. He'll be chilling when we leave.
Okay.
Good.
Alrighty.
So the troll is asleep, and the water beast is also still somehow asleep.
Okay. I'm gonna try to roll up this rug.
Okay.
So there's a rug. I'm right here for everybody else's knowledge. I'm gonna try to roll this rug up.
Oh my God.
What
Okay.
kind of check do I need to make on this rug?
Okay, you don't have to make a check. Rather, the water beast does.
Okay, I'm interested.
Yeah. Okay, actually, roll stealth.
All right.
Should be really good at this.
Got a 17.
Okay. That's good enough to beat his passive perception.
Swag.
He's still sawing logs.
Okay, cool. So I roll up the rug.
Okay, you have a bearskin rug,
Hey,
which is realistically how.
Jet, why are you giving me that look?
Just like
Nobody
you're
in
so rich.
nobody in House Alderaan has a bearskin rug from the water temple.
Oh. Okay, but you're carrying that thing all the way to the portal.
Watch us get back, and your freaking like half brother or whatever he is to you, not brother, is like, oh, I have 12 of those. It's gonna happen. He's gonna be like, every time I had any interactions with the druids, they brought me a bearskin rug from the temple. It's just you. You never got one. I had all of them. That's what he's gonna say to you.
I always got the bearskin rug.
That's an interesting
Not
idea.
you.
It's an interesting idea. If that happens, I'll be giving it to the Pink Pearl.
The pink pearl. Ew.
Oh yeah,
I
donation.
hate that name.
You hate the
Where-
Pink Pearl?
Give it a good donation.
So,
Yeah.
okay,
Nice
so
big bearskin rug.
Yep, I'm gonna add it to my equipment.
where's everybody else? Like, I'm on my way back out to the hallway, and I see another
We're at the entrance.
Gyarados.
Eladrin and I are at the entrance
Okay.
by the boats.
So that thing is just kind of cowering in the corner. You think it might have been the water beast that you guys... So there was a fight that occurred a while back, and this thing entered the room and ran away.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was right whenever did like a massive kill and then like looked at it and then went up the room.
Right, and Cella was like a wolf.
Dire wolf.
Right.
Yep.
Dire wolf. Yeah, and you were like ripping people's throats out and stuff. Yeah, it was pretty terrifying.
So do we? Is it okay to leave these beasts in here whenever we're trying to cleanse the temple? That's the question. It's like,
I feel like that's small scale stuff. That's
okay.
That's below our pay grade.
All right. Well, let's go.
Right. And keep in mind that for the water temple, they do have like these sorts of beasts in here are not abnormal.
Okay. It's like being in a cave in Pokemon. You're just gonna find stuff in there.
Yep.
So the most corrupted of the beasts, well, there's, I guess if you call the giant a beast, and then there's also the large creature you fought before.
The thing with the
mysterious beast. Yeah, the thing with the tentacles, that thing.
Oh, yeah.
That was the most corrupted of them. The Merid is clearly kind of dragging his... Well, you can't really say he's dragging his feet, but...
Are the druids, are the uncorrupted druids with us? And there's 11 of us in total?
Yes, I need to go grab them.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 11 in total.
So Pass
I think
Without
we
a
need to
Trace
just go peek out.
Pass Without a Trace doesn't have like a cap on the number of people that you can use it for. So
Braundir, what are you doing?
I'm just walking out on the water. See what's out here.
You can just walk around.
So I can just cast it on everybody and we can just be sneaky back up to the surface.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You have water walking.
Yeah.
Just showing off. Just walking around.
Okay. All right, hold on. I'm gonna need to reload my page, I think. It's just very laggy right now.
Okay.
I think we need to go peek and see if anything's happening. And if not, we can just teleport all these people.
Yep, that sounds good. Cella cast Pass Without a Trace on herself and the primary party members.
Mm-hmm. So what does Pass Without a Trace give us?
I just sent it in the group.
Okay. Is that plus 10?
Yeah, so does that make your stealth like 18?
It's a plus 10 to stealth checks, right?
My stealth checks have plus 18 right now.
Plus 28.
So your lowest possible roll would be a 19.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
I could crit fail and get a 19.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
So Cella moves everybody out of the cave and is looking around.
The Merid casts invisibility on himself.
Cool.
Cast what?
We don't want to be within 30 feet of him anyway.
He casts invisibility on himself.
Oh, invisibility.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go out there and look and see what's going on.
All right, let me change maps.
I can't believe I critted my God, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. All right. So you guys venture out and you all have water breathing, I assume. Someone casted it.
I'm pretty sure it's still active.
I think so. It's 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
You guys haven't been in there for 24 hours, so yeah,
No,
it's
not even
still
close.
active.
Yeah.
So you guys begin to make your ascent. Well, let me. Yeah, you'll dive into the water and make your descent through the tunnels. You come out to the entrance here, and you begin to kind of look around and see the lake proper. And you can see a ton of debris and stuff that seems to be floating up at the surface. You also see a lot of what look to be traces of liquids floating on the water as well, or in the water. But there doesn't seem to be there doesn't seem to be any enemies that are close by that you can see.
Okay.
Can we see a giant?
You do not see a giant.
Cool.
I don't think a giant can hide in this lake. So
No, not really. It can basically go to different places. That's it.
All right.
Okay, let's just teleport. Who wants to swim?
We gotta go get our friend, the other people. Should
What?
the other?
We have to have two
Druid.
people swim. I'll volunteer Eldrin. I'll volunteer Eldrin to swim. Who wants to swim with him?
Eldrin to swim up.
Yeah, who wants to swim with him?
I mean, it would be good for someone else to join me.
I can, and I put on my ring and shoot to the top of the water.
Amazing.
You just fly up into the. You just fly up, and the change in water pressure crushes you.
No, I keep a steady exhale, just like any good diver would do.
Yeah. Prevent the bends. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I still get really sick though. No.
Yeah.
I do it in spurts. I go. makes me swim a lot faster.
You take the.
Elder just looks up and just says, "I never thought to use a." Well, all right, that's something new. If he gets up,
gotta think like a dwarf.
I'll teleport the rest of
This
us.
is amazing.
I need to go grab those people. Yeah, the Merid is invisible with you.
Is the Merid coming with us?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's invisible with us.
Okay.
He was there to make sure there's not any shit in the water.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm not going to teleport him to Garbo's home.
That's probably a bad idea.
I don't like him. He doesn't need to come with us. It's a good, it's a good group. We already have a good group going. It's a really good group. I wouldn't want to mess up the vibe. So.
Well, with a murderous elemental, what could go wrong?
Yeah, massive murderous elemental.
Okay, well I rolled no mishaps.
Perfect. That's great. That would have been hilarious otherwise.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that you could do teleport.
Well,
I used that scroll.
Oh, gotcha.
You were given a scroll just in case things went bad.
Yeah, we could have possibly went to a different continent or a different plane or something. But
yeah, that could have been fun. That could have been real good.
we're good.
All right, so you guys... So the scroll of teleportation, that's going to take you right back, I think. So you could teleport anywhere, right?
Yeah, I guess, unless this specific scroll is tied to a specific target.
I would say it'd probably be tied to the teleportation circle that you guys used to get to Eladrin in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be my inclination.
All right, that's where we'll go then. We'll bring all the druids. So everybody except Eladrin and Braundir.
Yep.
This is nine people.
Okay. So I'll just say that Braundir and Eladrin do breach the surface. You guys look around, you see the wreckage of the ship from Gerbo's family.
Mm-hmm. My family ship.
Right. House Alderin's a large, probably one of their biggest naval vessels just sunk. What you do see as well, I'll just kind of describe the scene to you. Eladrin, Braundir, what you do see is it looks as if a lot of the sailors that were on the ship before did not die from the initial impact of the giant. Rather, it looked like they were fighting to the death against the marrows and other creatures that were attacking them. And so it looks as if many of them were kind of just tangled up in each other, killing each other.
Dang.
And so as a result, the sea is the sea in that area has been colored with blood.
Are there any survivors?
You don't hear any. Actually, roll perception.
Rose with the whistle on the headboard of the bed.
Yeah. I was thinking.
Yeah.
So as far as you can see, as far as you can see, that you don't hear or see any survivors.
Good for me. So I'm just gonna carefully walk around that blood puddle area. Not
Eldrin's like, I would really appreciate some. I don't want to just have to swim. He's just kind of lagging behind as he's trying to swim towards you.
He should have brought his own water walking blade.
Yeah, I didn't think about this very hard.
With the amounts of work you did on those bad boys downstairs, you telling me you can't walk on water?
I don't have a ring for it. And I don't have a spell.
Okay, I'll do this as long as you promise not to tell anyone. I go into rage and then let him be a backpack.
Nice. Piggyback.
That's amazing. Where am I in this situation?
You're not there.
We all teleported.
Dang.
You're back at Eladrin. So Eladrin is...
So I go into rage and I say, all right, you can either hop on or you can swim back.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
He just sits there in the water, coasting in the water, just kind of staring for a few seconds.
Look, I don't like this any more than you, but I'll be damned if I have to hear you whine the entire way back. We'll need your energy if we were to come across something more relevant.
And he'll slowly swim over to you and start kind of give his hands out, and he's going to say, no one will know of this. No one.
Hopefully one of the other mages will watch it, and then they'll haze him later about this.
Oh my god. All right, so he's now piggybacking on you, Braundir.
Yeah.
This is a comical sight indeed. As you run across the water.
Then I start whistling that one theme from that one movie where it's like, all the way back. I can't remember what that movie is called. Where they're all walking on the railroad tracks or whatever.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Meanwhile, back at Eladrin, there are a few attendants that immediately come to you guys whenever you appear at the teleportation circle. And one of them is going to say, oh, you're back. Oh, you were gone for several hours. Oh, my goodness. Are these the druids? And some of the druids kind of get on their knees and just are like, oh, thank goodness. Oh, we're finally free.
It's done.
Cella looks around at them and says, where will you go now? Surely, well, will you try to reform your sect? Will you continue to serve the powers of water and the elements, or?
We shall. It will take time, however, for us to recover. If the gate is truly cleansed like you say it is, oh.
She looked around them and asked, what in your sect is the right of leadership? Who among you will lead?
Often it has been the oldest. So I suppose that will fall to me, I'm afraid. He's the one who's been speaking to you this time. He's kind of got a bit of gray hair. He's human. He's got some wrinkles. Somewhat aged.
Okay. What does this trident mean to you? What does it mean to your people?
That was... Looks at it kind of apprehensively. That used to belong to a Shatterkeel.
It's not an important artifact for you, for your rights, for your religion.
It's complicated. It's one of our sacred symbols, but there are other tridents. That would just happen to be his focus.
I see. Well, my friends and I are trying very hard to do the same thing in other temples that we've done for yours, and I think that a weapon like this might be useful to us. Would it be all right if I kept this?
Yes, I believe it should be fine.
That's cool.
In fact, I believe perhaps given a little bit of time, we might be able to return to the temple and offer you more gifts for helping us so much. We are truly in your debt.
Well, that's very unnecessary, but appreciated. If we're ever in a situation where you can come help us... No, rugs. You're not here. Oh, wait, you are here. You are here.
He is here.
Here is Sir Gerbo is there.
I just lean over and whisper,
One way you can help us is to use your powers to help us find where there are more of these corruptions, so we can go deal with them.
I see. Well, we can certainly try. But I don't know if any of us are particularly skilled at detecting portals. Well, he's not as skilled as Shatterkeel himself was, anyway. Before, well, he...
There is one other thing that you could help us with, I think. We are all curious as to whether there was a visitor, a strange, dark visitor to your temple. Did you see him?
Yes. Yes, a hooded figure.
Yes.
I never got a good look at his face. I think he was hiding his true form. Yes. He came from far away. He was quite strange. He told us many incredible tales of all sorts of things, and enamored us as well as Shatterkeel himself. And eventually, he said he could do something to the portal and show us a beautiful sight. And that's when everything went wrong. It seems as though whatever happened, I think he may have charmed or did something to enchant Shatterkeel as well as others in our temple. They kept talking about this Leviathan and wanting to bring it forth, and I never saw it. I don't know what they were talking about. Every time I looked into the portal, it was just nothing but blackness. And it's referring back, obviously, to what you saw, Ephelien.
What did he want? What did he want from you? And was he alone?
He was alone, yes. He didn't want anything. It was strange. He was just simply sharing knowledge, information. Or at least I thought he was. All he wanted was to get close and get to the portal to speak to our leader. It didn't take him long to do what he did.
I see. Well, I suppose we'd probably better get back to House Aldrin to see how the other druids are doing, the ones who are corrupted.
Well, you are at House. House
oh,
what?
Are we there? Oh, I thought we
Yeah,
were
you're there.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
you are at the teleportation circle.
Oh, okay.
So one of the aides so there were a couple of people that were watching the teleportation circle. One of them has come to you guys. The other one went off to go get other people.
Gerbo, do you think you can get us more room service in your room?
I have no doubt about that. I was wondering, though, where is Braundir?
Him and Eladrin are on the way, I hope.
That's going to take a while.
Yes, so you mean to tell me that Eladrin is going to swim the whole way here?
I mean, I assume at some point Braundir will get tired of him and kill him, but maybe they'll both make it.
Well, we shall see. That man does not have very much patience.
The aide, one of the aides, laughs and kind of says, "Yes, Eldrin is rather, how do I say this? Prickly."
Yes,
Prickly.
He does seem like a lot. If everyone would like to join me in my quarters, I think we can figure out next steps.
So at that point, Lorson is going to come forward, and he looks pale, just from everything that's gone on. He says, "Oh, thank goodness you've returned." Oh.
What did we miss?
What did I miss?
He'll kind of gesture out towards the lake, and he'll say, "Well, just look out there."
Look out there. We were literally in there.
Did you guys kill the giant? I assume you did. I don't see it anywhere.
Well, it's close to the shore. That's why I was pointing in that direction. I wanted dramatic effect. Anyway, yes, it's out there if you look.
And I look.
So you
And
see...
it's still alive?
No,
Okay.
That was more... That was actually thanks to Volmer himself. But...
Oh, good. Great. He gets all the glory, even though he saved the town. But who really fixed the problem? We did. We closed the gate. Well, not really. We cleansed it. The gate's still open, but it's clean.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought you said you closed it. Oh, my goodness. That could have been disastrous.
Well, would you like us to close it? Because we can do that.
No, don't do that. That's quite fine.
You seem to know a lot about this gate. When we talked to you about it before, you seemed to did not have a whole lot of knowledge about it. Tell me more.
Well, I knew
enough
about the elemental temples in the continent. Gerbo.
Oh, yes. Well, what can you tell us about the Wind Temple?
Well, I don't know anything about that other than they're essential to maintaining the balance of the world.
Get him, Gerbo.
Well, okay, fine. I just would like the record to show that it was us that cleansed the temple, and we really did a lot of the work here. What did you do?
We're bullies.
Yeah, we
Yes.
are. We're very haughty.
Yeah. One of these days, it's not going to work, and you're going to end up in
Not gonna
hot
work.
water.
But as long as we're rolling nat 20s on then it is not happening.
Yeah.
No. There's some things not even a nat
Let
20
the
can
D&D
save you from.
gods be the fate. Determine our fate.
So, when you guys look over towards the coast, you'll see a large, presumably the corpse of the giant. And it's kind of floating face down in the water. Blood just kind of poured out of it. And you see what looks to be a large, long metal rod sticking out of its head.
Oh. And what is that? What is that? How did you kill it?
Well, our other magical attacks seem to be impervious. It seemed to be impervious to magical attacks we cast upon it, as well as conventional weaponry. We didn't even ballistas seem to blast off of it, to just bounce off of its natural plated armor. So what Valma did, and what we other casters did as well, is we simply shaped metal in such a way it became a giant spear, and then put enough force behind it to, as it turns out, go straight through one of its eyes.
So you made a magical crossbow, a massive magical crossbow.
Basically. I'm
Well,
sure Volma could indulge you on all the details.
That's certainly interesting. Well, kudos. That's
effectively
quite
a railgun.
innovative. Yeah, quite innovative, I'd say.
Yes, it seemed quite effective. I'm just thankful it was.
So the leader of the evil cult that created that giant, guess how it died?
How did it die exactly?
Gerbo, would you like to tell him?
No, you go on.
Okay, Gerbo shot it with the crossbow and it died.
Hence my
a regular crossbow.
Just a regular crossbow.
Just really good aim.
Yes, see.
Really?
Yes, believe it or not. So it took you magical forces to craft some sort of railgun machine to kill this giant, and I merely killed its leader with a normal crossbow.
What? No, it couldn't have been that simple.
Believe it or not.
We did drop a polar bear on him as a distraction, but
wait, what?
Gerbo,
a bear?
Gerbo's really good at
Gerbo's
really good at sneak attacks.
Cold bear.
Okay.
Basically, we distracted it, and Gerbo got a sneak attack and took it down.
How are things going with Braundir?
Yeah, so let's go back to Braundir and Eladrin. So,
yeah, I'm gonna say, at this point, we found some form of, or fashioned some form of like water skin sled.
Yeah,
and Braundir has both of them. Like, we've done stuff. This is a long walk, right? So
yeah, it's a long walk.
We've done something, and like maybe use both of our belts with like his cape thing, and then or cloak, and pretty much made a sled. And we're just walking back, and I'm just singing traditional dwarven tunes, and he hates it. Mostly because he hates it. So, and I'm just doing it. Singing Dwarvish, which I don't know if he speaks Dwarvish or not, but it's usually a song about how elves are a bunch of wussies. So
he does. As a matter of fact, one of his languages is Dwarfish. So
perfect.
Yes, he understands you. So great. It's a combination of hating dwarves or drinking songs or songs about battles. That's probably most of dwarven culture right there.
and there, every now and then there's a song with all three of those in there.
Yes. Every now and then there might be like a dandy, I guess you could say.
Yeah. So that's what it is. So as you see us coming up, you'll see a little speck, and that's what you see is us walking forward. But I'm gonna stop singing and say, "Oh my God, Eladrin, look!" And kind of help him around and say, "Look what they did to that giant."
What did they do? My goodness!
How did you know of that type of machinery? We could have used that earlier.
I don't know if that was machinery or magic. I don't know. I've never seen. I don't think I've seen a bolt that large.
Braundir keeps walking while Eladrin is now kind of paddling along.
You mean Eladrin?
Eladrin, yeah. Sorry, Eladrin. So you've got it from here, right?
I think so. Yes, I think.
Yeah, and so that's and remember, we're not going to talk about earlier.
Talk about what? And he's going to just swim along.
Good. Yeah, so I'm going to go inspect this giant, though.
Yeah, do that.
So you said it's face down, so I'm going to actually walk up on its back.
Okay. So you walk up on its back, and just from doing that, you can also see a whole bunch of what look to be like scars, cuts, bites.
Yeah.
All variety of wounds all over this thing, but they're all just surface level kind of scars.
Yeah. Crazy. Is there any sign of it being from another realm?
Roll history. So when you say another realm, do you say another plane or another?
Yeah, another plane. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, still roll history.
Let me find my D&D Beyond history.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, you remember from back in the day in your lessons in general, talking about the history of of the world, of a mysterious island of giants, and that's it.
Oh, I bet it's the question mark island that I've always wanted to go to. Okay, so that's good. Now, does he have any thing of value on him?
Well, there is still floating close by the water. There is a giant. There's the gigantic jaw.
It's so massive.
Barbarian rage with that thing.
Yeah.
I don't think you could wield it, but it's there.
It's like as large as a boat.
Okay, in feet, how tall is this guy?
Like 30 feet tall.
40
feet tall, actually.
40 feet tall.
He's actually bigger than a typical giant. A typical giant is going to be about 30 feet.
He is 10 times taller than I am. I am 4 feet tall. 4'3" or so.
Right.
All right. So, is there anything here I can have to fashion as a shield?
Oh, nice.
So his skin is very scaly.
Go ahead and peel off some of that giant skin.
Yeah, peel it.
Yeah, give me it. I got to get it now before it gets all waterlogged,
You might be able to peel off a scale, and that would serve as a shield.
Whoa.
For you. I'm going to need you to make a nature check to be able to skin off that scale.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
By the way, on Shatterkeel, he has this really badass belt. Now, did that disintegrate when he died, or is it still there?
Oh, a belt? Okay. So I'm gonna say with that roll, you do get that. I guess let's call it a giant scale. I'll need to figure out its exact what it can do for you exactly, but it's gonna be a good shield.
Cool.
You could probably have to do some crafting with it to make it like a true and proper shield for yourself.
I know just the guy.
Yeah. So, okay, let me go back to what Brett was saying about a belt.
Yeah.
Shatterkeel has this really cool belt.
I would say that. Oh,
Was it like something he was wearing?
Yeah. Let me.
So it wouldn't have disintegrated, right?
No, it wouldn't disintegrate.
Okay, well I would have grabbed that because it's really cool.
Yeah, but I
don't think it would fit though, but it's still really cool.
I can't find. Wait, that's it. God. I'm gonna look at him. Did he have that? Where did he have that on him? Just on his character sheet, like
Shatterkeel.
It's Cult Leader is the name of it.
Yeah.
But you said his name was Shatterkeel.
Yeah.
That's what I was...
Oh, you looked up Shatterkeel?
No, the art on the Cult Leader.
Yeah.
Has that belt. It also has bracers.
Oh, yeah. Okay. See, I thought you were actually referring to real items. Yes.
No.
Okay, the belt and the bracer would not disintegrate, and neither would the helmet. Though I don't think you'd want to wear that, probably.
It's not Ephelien style, but sure, we'll grab the bracers and the belt. Maybe they're cool.
Yeah. The main thing is the trident.
Right.
Honestly. Yeah.
Wouldn't have passed up that metal-looking belt.
It is pretty metal, I'll admit. It's a pretty good. Yeah. So, Braundir got himself a giant's scale.
That's right.
Yeah, pretty legit.
Eldrin had at this point, by the time you've like pulled it off, like Eldrin's kind of swam over and gotten up on the giant's foot and is looking at you. He kind of shouts off. He kind of shouts, "What are you doing?"
Harvesting. Dwarf never lets anything go to waste. There's only so much I can do with this, but this would make a fantastic shield. Or even crush it down to a powder and coat my axe. There's unlimited possibilities for this. You should help yourself. I'll help you pry one off if you'd like.
No, I'm good.
What about the giant's hair? You know, they say it has incredibly resilient possibilities attached to it, so I can cut you off a slice.
You mean the tentacles that are covering its face that are no longer hairs? Yes, that's quite... No, I'm not...
A tooth for any kind of necromancy?
That's not really my thing. Well, actually, now that you mention it, maybe a tooth could be good.
There we are. Good sport. Now, you'll just have to swim underneath there, is face down, so just...
Oh, right.
No, wait, I've got an idea. And so I go over, and I'm going to stand on the back of his neck, and I say, you might want to cover your face. And I'm going to slam Felix straight into the back of his neck, so I can just get through his teeth, through the...
Oh,
Nice.
Blood gushes out.
Yeah.
And it ends up getting on you, and it gets on Eldrin. He's kind of mortified, just covered in this blood. Just
You wretches.
This is amazing.
toss a molar to Elrond. Is that all right? I mean, the molar is probably as tall as I. No, maybe not, but half as tall as I am, maybe quarter as tall.
It's like a pretty big tooth,
it's like a full-fledged
So
it's like at the Oh, wonderful! Oh, I am getting back in the water right now. I am going back to the castle.
All right. Well, I'll throw this to shore for you then. So I'm gonna try to shot put that. Not shot put, but what's it? Whenever you have the
it's a shot put.
Is that what it is? Well, it's like you spin around like on Matilda.
I thought that's what it was.
And then you
because shot put's like this, but then what is it where you spin? It's like discus, but with the ball on the end of it. Anyway.
So you do that.
I do that. I guess I'll
can roll strength. Yeah. I guess athletics could also count, but
I strength save. But...
well, with that, you hurl it all the way back to the coast, it hits the shoreline.
It's just called the hammer throw.
The hammer throw. That's what it's called.
Which is absolutely badass and would be an awesome D&D weapon.
Yeah.
It would be an awesome D&D weapon.
God, that would be so badass.
I may make a bunch of hammers out of giant teeth and just.
Oh, jeez, that's.
God.
That could be very lethal because keep in mind these are not typical teeth. These are more like shark teeth now.
Ooh.
Yeah, amazing.
That's so cool.
So they're very serrated and sharp. Anyway. So, is there anything else you want to do to this giant?
Nope, I kind of slide down off of his head and...
Done mutilating his corpse.
Yep.
Right.
I do take the ring off for a second so I can submerge myself and clean off my body, but other than that...
Yeah, you're going to have to swim out a few feet because there's still blood in the water.
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely all kinds of great stuff in the water right now.
There's even bodies there still from people the giant was fighting. It's not great.
Jeez.
If this is a Normandy beach, I may need to go out a little bit. But
well, I don't know if it's quite like Normandy, but I mean, there's definitely bodies and stuff. It was a pretty pitched fight just against this giant.
Oh wait, what's the thing in his head? Right, it's a metal thing.
It's think of it as a big metal rod, and it looks like it was formed just from one piece. It almost doesn't look like a spear.
Okay, before I jump down, I'm gonna do the sword in the stone with this metal thing in his head.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Roll strength.
Hey.
Okay, you're able. Now this is a big spear. It's
good thing I can walk on water.
Yeah.
Right.
You are able to. It takes you a bit of working, but you're able to pull it out. It looks like it almost corkscrewed into his head.
Oh wow.
Because the end of it's kind of twisted, almost like a screw.
Interesting. So that means it would have had a shot like that too, maybe.
Yeah.
Out of a
projectile.
chamber.
Yeah.
Well, I figured that they spent enough time on that, they'll want it back.
Okay.
Just trying to be considerate.
Yeah, so you manage to balance this gigantic spear on your back, and you're kind of carrying it, and it's 10, 12 feet long.
I'd rather be seen with that on my back than Elrond.
Mm-hmm.
Eldrin. You keep saying Elrond.
Eldrin.
What if
Eldrin
on him?
Too many similar
hard,
names.
Man, words are hard.
What?
Yeah, a lot of similar names.
They do. Fair enough. That just means it's a more realistic setting, like George R. R. Martin would say.
Eldrin, Eladrin.
Similar to Brandon Sanderson.
Brandon Sanderson.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see it.
Eldrin.
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 There's no D.
Pan.
We want to mispronounce his
Pan?
name on purpose.
Pan. Y'all seen Step Brothers? Okay. Well,
I don't know what's happening anymore.
oh, well, it's a scene off of Step Brothers where she's saying her name is Pam, but they're like Panned. Anyway, so
Okay, that's fine.
it's an
So,
extended joke. You need to watch it. So. Okay.
so
Eldrin.
you've now returned to shore. Eldrin is desperately trying to clean himself off in close to the shoreline. And I would say at this point you have returned, and there are some people that are watching the shoreline. In particular, Volmer, along with a few guards, are kind of positioned on the coast.
Hey, I figured you'd want this back, and then I just kind of toss it off towards him.
Oh, well, I wasn't really concerned about recovering that, but thanks.
Oh, just wave your wealth in our face, will you? That's
well,
fine.
no, not that. There's other things to be concerned about. And he kind of shows you, he kind of points to, and it looks as if the walls have been damaged.
To the castle?
Yes. The walls, like a tower has actually been knocked out. It looks as if the giant was hurling rocks, essentially, at them.
Whoa.
Oh, how about that?
It was pretty intense, but we managed to kill it.
Good for you. Good on you for doing that. So do you want this big metal thing or not?
Oh, we'll take it for sure.
Okay.
Like I said, we were going to recover it. Honestly, I was just kind of surprised it worked, to be honest.
You were surprised this big corkscrew that was shot into his brain worked.
Well, a lot of things had to go right.
Good on you. Good on you, chap. Okay.
All the other projectiles we tried bounced off of his armor, so I figured why not try and shoot into his eyes or maybe his mouth.
Yes, all right. Well, my affinity for this conversation is left, so I'm going to go back up here and go up to find my friends. That's all right with you.
Of course.
And I walk away without waiting on him to talk to me.
Okay. Eldrin just ignores Volmer and is just going up to the castle.
Yeah,
castle
I think like Braundir cuts eyes at Eldrin, and it's just like, oh, dang it! Like I'm stuck here talking to Volmer.
Eldrin also does his best to ignore you. You both are kind of exchange glances with each other, like, damn it.
Yeah. Cool.
And now we'll cut back. By this point, the other temple members of the water temple have been put up in lodging. They've been kind of seen to. What was her name? There we go.
Got a list of names
His
here.
fangirl?
Yeah. What was her name?
Start with the T. Talia.
Talia. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
By this point, Talia has served you all a meal.
First thing is I would ask Talia for dry, warm clothes, and ask her if she could send a servant to the shore because Braundir is coming and also might want dry clothes, but not to bring any for Eldrin.
Talia kind of laughs at that.
And I just say, Talia, do as she says. I feel like that's the best call right now. We need to make sure Braundir is cared for.
And she just simply says, listen, I know how Eldrin can be, so yes, that seems like a fine course of action. And she provides you, Ephelien, with a dry set of clothes. I assume everyone's going to want new clothes. Probably. Unless you have prestidigitation and can clean yourself off.
If we're in my room, I just change into the clothes that are there.
Okay,
Never
that's
thought
fair.
about whether, like, how many pairs of clothes Cella has. Never stopped and thought about that.
Probably not a lot.
I'll tell Talia to bring you the finest clothes that we have.
Oh no,
my.
really, that is quite unnecessary.
Talia,
We just need dry
bring
clothes.
our finest garbs, as if we're going to a state dinner.
I would sooner die. Death is not a very...
Bring her...
Death is quite familiar to me.
Purples are necessary right now.
Oh,
Before
purple.
you bring down anything.
You know, I feel like you would look very good in purple, Miss Cella. I really do.
Purple, black. I feel like those things could go together.
How about fluffy pajamas that were warmed in the dryer? Even though those don't exist here, but whatever.
Things have always been good between us. Don't want to rock the boat there. Gerbo, don't make me use the evil eye on you.
I literally just quitted.
What? Stop! You monster!
I can't believe
you probably.
What do I do to resist that?
you can't.
I mean,
Is it
you fall in
charisma?
love.
you fall in love. No.
I love purple. Is it a charisma against his charisma?
Yes, it's a charisma.
Oh, yeah. This gonna be bad.
Oh man.
Oh,
That's
it's not
amazing.
rolling. It's not rolling in the.
Oh boy. Not even close. I'm so sorry, Cella.
23 difference.
Great.
Do we need to draw you a new photo, little Cella?
I guess my clothes are a bit wet and disgusting from being worn for 10 years, so...
Talia's actually...
Try.
Do what?
I'll give it a try.
And Talia actually gets weirdly excited, and she says, "I think I know just."
This is the makeover montage.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
You've got it.
I
have just fantastic ideas. Oh, I always felt like you would look good if you had just some makeup. Anyway, I will be right back. Off she goes.
Say anything about makeup.
Well, it's a part of the state dinner experience.
Cella flashes her sharpened teeth at you.
By this point,
it may have lost its effect.
May have. Braundir has now entered the castle grounds. With
Braundir has entered the chat.
He has entered the chat. And an aide is there to... Ah, yes, Master Braundir, we've been told of your arrival. Here's a fresh change of clothes.
Thank you.
Eladrin is beside you, and he says, wait, what about... You knew I was coming, didn't you? Oh, Master Eladrin, forgive me. I was not told that you would need a dry pair of clothes.
You can wear these if you like, and they're like noticeably capris on this man. So
yeah,
I hold them up to his waist to be like, I've seen worse.
Eldrin just looks and scowls down at you and walks away.
It's no way to treat a friend. It's his loss. So. Well, show me to the nearest dressing room. I don't mean to make all the women faint around here.
But of course, Master Braundir. This way. And off you go, and now you are in Gerbo's chambers. And so you can change, and as you're coming in, you come into a scene where Talia is fussing over Cella's hair and trying to comb it.
It's dreaded. They're dreadlocks. You can't comb
Oh yeah, they
them.
are dreadlocks.
Yeah, dreadlocks. You can't brush them. That's the whole.
Talia, maybe we should focus elsewhere. Maybe we.
I'm trying to get this apart. I want to. I think you have gray hair.
Ow!
Get it out of the.
She hisses at her.
Talia, maybe we move on. Maybe we do the clothes and we just do the clothes. Maybe we just stick with the purples.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Gerbo.
Very well, fine. Let us. Here are a few dresses I've picked out.
Which one do you pick?
I don't know.
Option 1 has a lot more like fluff and frills to it. And it looks like something from a gown, like a ballroom gown.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This is great.
The second option is less poofy, and appears to have a more like almost glitter inlaid into the fabric.
Okay.
It's a more slim-fitting kind of dress.
Okay, but glitter. Got it. Okay. Okay.
These are your two options.
Those are the two. Oh, okay. I was waiting for number 3. I was hoping for a third.
Yes.
That's how rich elves will dress. So
yeah. Both are purple.
She picks up the poofy one, and I'm imagining that it's got like the huge skirt and like the big sleeve.
The ruffles.
Yep, you bet.
How does anyone move around in this? I don't understand. But I guess this one's got more pockets and places for my things, so I'll. Okay, fine.
And Gerbo is very excited. It's very, very excited.
Always excited about pockets.
Dresses have pockets, man. Even Cella can't resist a dress with pockets.
And then right when Cella puts it on, and I say, well, it's time to celebrate. To the pink pearl.
I will not be going to a brothel.
No, it's not a brothel. It's a bar.
Ball gown. The pink pearl.
Yes.
Not a brothel.
No, it's not. Of course not.
If I ever, I know I grew up in the mud in the woods. But if I were ever going to guess what the pink pearl was, you know what the very first thing that would come to my mind?
A bar.
You've obviously never heard of the Snatch Tavern.
Ooh, that's the dwarven equivalent. Yeah, it's got to be.
Ooh, it's bad.
Ooh, this is bad.
Analogies, symbolism around human anatomy doesn't vary widely across the globe, I assure you.
Well, let me tell you. It's the perfect place to celebrate. It's no weapons allowed. You just walk in. It's a risk-free zone.
I'll go.
We met.
Ephelien will go.
Okay.
I'll go, as long as I don't have to wear that.
What do you think?
And my axe.
And my axe.
All right, Henri is going to take the part of Cella for the rest of the night.
Yep.
Okay, just kidding.
That was funny.
Very well, but I'm bringing my things and hiding them in the dress, and you can't stop me.
What type of things?
My things, my kits, and my rations, and my mushrooms, and my weapons.
No. This is a no weapons place. They're very, very specific that there are no weapons allowed.
But what if my scythe is what I use to harvest vegetables in the garden? Then it's not a weapon, is it?
Do you really think in that dress they think you are going to be harvesting vegetables in the garden? Wearing that dress?
I don't know. What do you even do in a dress like this?
Even words can be a weapon, my dear.
Exactly.
I mean, she can just murder. She can just instantly murder people with magic. So
that's true.
I don't think
it's
her
not
scythe
really
is a big deal.
Yeah.
It's the principle.
Talia just says to Gerbo, "Are you going to go see? Are you going to go see Sir? Well, I don't want to call him a sir. Are you going to go see old Jedry?"
Yes. Well, we did say that we would celebrate there. Remember,
Talia,
everyone?
you're coming with us, right, Talia? Gerbo has done nothing but talk about you since we've left.
Really?
No, honestly, this is good. You should join. You should join. This would be fun. We've never really, gone out, have we?
I'd like to think that's how Braundir winks, just like that, just very obviously.
We've never really all gone out together. The group of us.
Well, yes, but I
basically died today, so I need to wind down.
Okay, well, it sounds like Ephelien's in.
That's no way to party, Effie.
Well, the head butler would be rather upset if I were to leave my post at the moment.
Well, we'll bring one back for you then.
I might swing by later.
Well, Gerbo will be a little lonely tonight. Come and tuck him in. I'll give you the heads up.
She just smiles.
This is amazing. Okay.
Okay.
So
All right.
I
guess we're doing this.
We're gonna go to the Pink Pearl.
I guess before we go, maybe we should tell someone that we saved the water temple.
Well, I mean, some guards come down and Lorson's with them to Gerbo's room. He says, well, I'm glad all of you are. And he does a double check at Cella in the dress.
Don't say anything.
She looks good.
This is like a She's All That, where Cella actually is like incredibly attractive, and she's right dress.
Yeah. And she's not unattractive. She still just has her black dreadlocks piled on top of her head.
Right, with a black lipstick, I think, if I remember from the picture.
Yeah.
Among other things.
Yep.
So yeah. Wow. This clashes a lot now that I'm imagining it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
He just kind of stares. And anyway, I'm glad to see that all of you seem to have made it back all right. I just got back with looking after Sir Eladrin, and I'm glad to know that he survived as well. I'm amazed that all of you survived, actually. Tell me, what happened?
That's cool.
You know what? Come down to the Pink Pearl. We'll tell you all about it.
That's a good idea.
That would be a great plan.
Well, that scoundrel dead Jedry.
What? Are you really going to accuse him of being a scoundrel? We both know that the Pink Pearl is quite the institution.
I'm surprised you don't want people to see you drinking with the people you smartly assigned to cleanse the temple and save your people. I figured it would be a good photo op for you.
Jedry does bring in a lot of revenue. All right. I will join you at the Pink Pearl. I will see if Eladrin would like to come as well.
Yes,
that's okay.
Of course.
He's probably tired. He almost died today. He's probably tired. He probably wants some time to himself.
He's probably tired. He probably swam that whole way.
He swam the entire way. I can't imagine how tired he is.
Poor Eladrin swimming that whole time.
And he's honestly, such a tart.
Yeah, he's gonna be sore for weeks.
He was dead for a good 30 seconds during that fight.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Yes.
I will inform him nonetheless.
You know what? He didn't even want a giant scale.
Who wouldn't want a giant scale?
Wait, a giant, and he's gonna look at Braundir and see on his back the giant scale on your back. It's like, did you? You know what? I'm not going to question it anymore. At any rate, I will see you at the Pink Pearl. Good day. And he'll just walk away.
All right. Perfect.
It was worth it just for this.
Yeah, just for this.
So, Drew, my vision of the Pink Pearl. So,
yes, lay it on me.
You and I hadn't really talked about this at all.
That's fine.
But my vision of the Pink Pearl is literally like it is like a place that's actually like crafted from like seashells. Nice.
Yeah.
Seashells and like hardened like sand and like kind of clay type materials. Like that's what the walls are stacked up and made out of.
Okay.
And that they serve like the drinks in like big like kind of like shells that are like hollowed out, kind of like conch shell type things that are hollowed out.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. I'm digging it.
This is like strictly a no like weapons area.
Right. On the outside above the sign is a giant clam.
Yeah, exactly like Family Guy.
And there is a big pink colored pearl.
Yeah.
In the middle of it.
That's great.
Of course there is.
It's pretty great.
There's gotta be.
That's kind of the thought of this place. And so
do they also have seafood?
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean the ocean's like on the north side of this place. It's not very far, so
yeah, I mean they could get that. I mean they could also get lake cuisine, but you probably wouldn't want that right now. But yeah.
Yeah, right now it's not really good. You only really want to eat.
Them's not good.
Oh, yeah.
It's not good eating.
Lake food.
No.
yeah, get some lobster.
Basically, you just turn it into it's a lewd red lobster. That's what this has become.
Yeah.
Hooters meets Red Lobster.
What?
Hooters meets Red Lobster.
Interesting.
Yeah, kind of. Yes.
Hopefully, it's less gross than Hooters, though.
It's kind of terrible.
Hopefully.
All right.
So
I'm gonna take it that. Do you guys want to take like a short rest and then go out?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, probably would have been a short rest.
On a short rest, what do I do here?
Well, so you can go into D&D Beyond and actually click. There's a short rest button on your character sheet.
Oh, I see it here.
You can just click that, and you can confirm it. And you can also roll hit die if you wish.
No.
But it does anything that recharges on a short rest does. I will just go ahead and say that I don't plan on there being any combat, but I don't know what you guys are going to do, so
Yeah.
I can't say with certainty.
Could be something.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
Good, I got my wild shape back. That's good.
Nice.
All right. So you guys venture out of the castle grounds into the town proper. And you kind of reach, it's not quite on the outskirts, like, of the walls, like close to the walls. And you see a crowd gathering outside of the Pink Pearl. You hear people kind of drinking and carousing. in merriment. Is there anything you would like to do before you fully approach?
No.
No. Cella, you're still dressed in that dress.
I know.
I'm gonna bring paper and quill and ink and my painting supplies.
Oh, you're gonna paint again. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna bring all that with me.
Yeah, sure. So as you guys get closer, you see that. So Gerbo, you see that large bodyguard that you saw before that was with Posner or Jedry.
Mm-hmm.
And on his shoulder is the gnome himself.
Oh my god. Just perched.
He's
This is
perched.
amazing.
And he is kind of shouting to the crowd. Now I got to get his voice back, so you have to bear with me a second.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to remember his voice. Maybe it kind of sounded like this. Yeah. Kind of like this, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
New Jersey.
Yeah. It's kind of got this sort of voice going on. Yeah, that's it. That's right.
So good. I love it, Drew. I love it.
Right. I mean, come on. Step right up, folks.
And then
Time for the grand reopening.
I walk up and I say, "This is the place we choose to celebrate."
Hey, the big heroes have arrived! Yeah, give them a round of applause, everyone.
And
Does he even know what we did, or is he just assuming? Or
Oh, he's just assuming. He doesn't know. He's just assuming.
That's amazing.
Hey! And he'll kind of motion to his bodyguard, and the guy will set him down on the ground gently. And he'll come over to you, Gerbo, and slap you on the back, wrap your shoulder with one of his arms. And, hey, glad to see you're still alive. How you doing, Gerbo?
We did make it, believe it or not, and you wouldn't believe it, but yours truly had the, let's say, final blow.
Oh, yeah, my boy. That's it. That's perfect.
Us gnomes gotta, do the deed.
Oh, right. I think I made him a halfling, actually. I don't think it matters that much.
basically the same thing.
Basically same thing.
I'm still gonna keep it true and say us gnomes.
Sure.
That's
Because
small folk.
honestly, he's a tiny person, and
He is.
we're the same.
To kind of describe this guy to the rest of the party, he is a gnome that is dressed to the nines, and he has a large top hat on his head, and one of his hands is gloved and appears to be unmoving at his side.
Oh, man.
Good. So good.
And he'll kind of take off his top hat and kind of do a bow with a bit of flourish to the rest of the party. And he says, I don't think we've properly met. I am Jedry Posner, the owner of this fine establishment.
Yes,
And
Gerbo has told us all about your establishment.
I hope he's only told you great things.
We can neither confirm or deny those, but as long as we have a good time, everything will be set aside. What do you say? Around on the house on you?
Hey! You guys did fix the problem in the lake, right? He'll kind of whisper that to you, Gerbo.
And I look at him. I said, "Of course."
Gerbo killed a evil, corrupted cult leader who was casting a ritual to destroy the world.
All right, a free round on the house.
That's amazing.
There we go. I'll like you just fine.
And he'll kind of wink at you, Braundir, and say, "Hey, we're gonna have to get together and talk later."
A talk. You're not a fairy, are you?
What? No. What? No. I got a business proposition for you. We can worry about that later. For now, let's just have some drinks.
That sounds good.
Remember the business proposition?
And
No.
so,
You got any crab, lobster, scallops?
Yeah,
I
want to say there's a buffet there.
Oh, yeah. Nice buffet.
Of course, it's a buffet.
of course, it's a buffet.
It's a Golden Corral plus Hooters.
Yeah.
Plus Red Lobster.
It's like a buffet. And
Plus,
like, of
with
course.
the cheddar
So
biscuits.
good.
Yeah.
And the bibs.
They always make buffets happen where it's clean and sanitary and wholesome.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
That's right. It's a good time. So what I'm imagining is the pink pearl has 3 floors to it. The main floor is the bottom floor with the bar and buffet. That's right, both. And then you've got the second floor, which has a lot of rooms. The doors are all closed. And then you have the third floor.
We don't ask Jedri any questions when I walking in. We say, do not go to the second floor and ask him no questions.
There's a place for your mushrooms, Cella.
What?
So, okay. On the third floor, it's actually... God. Oh, man. On the third floor is it's more of a scenic kind of like floor that it's kind of opened up. You can see the town. You can see
it's a rooftop
a view of the lake. Yeah, right. And there's a lot of seating up there.
String lights.
Right.
String torches.
Yeah, right. Now you're getting it right. Yeah.
I believe I will make my way up to the roof so that I can be as outside as possible.
Be careful up there, sweetheart.
How is Cella dressed compared to everybody else in here? Like, are people?
Yes, you're like in a prom dress, and everybody else is like.
Yeah, that's what
There's got to be some classy people though.
There's a few classier folks here.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's like a handful of people who are dressed to the degree that she is.
Sort of. I mean, Jedri himself is pretty dressed up in like almost a tuxedo.
Okay.
As you leave the group, though, and go to the third floor, I say, well, whatever you do, don't stop on the second floor, and don't be mistaken for the people who go to the second floor.
I wouldn't put my mushrooms down anyway. I don't listen to Braundir. It's fine. I'll go right away. She goes to the third floor.
And Jedri himself is going to kind of guide you guys to a table. Come on, come sit. Preferential treatment. Let's go to the back room back here. Private table, everything that works.
Bottle service.
And he'll kind of clap his hands. And then 2 waiters will come up. Actually, 2 waitresses will come up with bottles of big, like, kegs of ale.
Heteronormative culture.
Amazing.
Are they elves, halflings, orcs, human?
What if they were orcs? That would be
important.
Yeah.
That would be something.
Orcs, that would be very terrifying.
Half orc maybe.
Somebody's something.
I mean, Braundir literally has a phobia of orcs, basically. So
right, yeah, it's like the worst thing that could happen.
I would say that these 2 that are serving you guys, one of them is a half elf, and the other is just a human.
Cool.
However, as you're walking around, other waitresses and even some waiters are other races as well. So you'll see you see a dwarf. You might spot a half orc, but they're working in the back in the kitchen,
where they belong.
I feel like elves are very like fluid in their like gender and preferences and stuff. So I feel like you would have to cater to a lot of different things with this establishment.
Yes,
because I assume most of his customers will be elves.
That's likely the case.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of variety. Anyway,
I lean over to Braundir and I say, Braundir, I feel like it's my job to tell you this. While things may look good here, I can assure you that it is not worth any amount of gold that you could pay.
Oh, that is a very fair assessment, Gerbo, and I appreciate that.
I figured from one party member to the next, whatever you do, get sucked into their siren song.
I feel like Gerbo is speaking from experience.
No, he definitely is.
How many of them do you know on a first name basis?
I'm gonna slap a hand on Gerbo's shoulder and say, I will not forget this, Gerbo. You're kind to me. And then
I'm gonna raise my hand and call Jedrin over to me.
Yeah? What can I do you for? I gave you some
2 lap dances for this gnome here.
Yeah, I feel like this is that scene though on Pirates of the Caribbean where Johnny Depp's in Tortuga and all the women come up to him and slap him a few times.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god, that's amazing! Genuinely.
Oh
funny.
yeah.
So it'd be good.
Braundir is like, so Jedrin is like, oh, whoa. A little early for that.
I'm just kidding. We don't want anything that you have here other than your beer. So please, give us your company.
We got good food, too.
We do have another guest coming, by the way.
Oh, who would that be?
It's a surprise.
Yes. It's a surprise. Yeah, it's a surprise.
A surprise?
It's not a sea monster, don't worry.
Oh boy. you had me scared there for a second.
I pull him close to me and I ask him, so, you still have that crossbow for me?
What crossbow?
He gave you the crossbow.
I look at him and
as you're looking at him, he's just kind of deadpan.
I'm going to do an insight check.
This is who you gave the crossbow to? Of all people?
Who did he murder with it?
You don't
listen.
You don't have
I don't. I would think I would remember you giving me a crossbow, right? And with the insight,
I put my hand on his shoulder, and I cast my cantrip, Shocking Grasp.
So with your insight check,
mm-hmm.
With your insight check, you realize that he's lying, and also he, like after you shock him, he goes, whoa! Look, I was just messing with you. Yeah, we got it in the back. Let me go get it for you.
You gotta be careful with folks like that, Gerbo. I've only known him for 5 minutes, but that's not who you want to entrust with something valuable.
He'll call over one of
I
his...
look at Braundir and I say, well, you see, I am now the only one with a weapon in this building.
Convenient, I must say, surprising, and cunning. It may be this ale here, but I'm coming to grow fond of you, Gerbo.
I do want to point out that his bodyguards are armed, but anyway.
Right.
I felt like I didn't have to say it explicitly, but
yeah, no, that makes sense.
He signaled to the giant human, the big human that's like almost Emilio sized,
but not quite.
Not quite. And he'll signal over, "Hey, Tiny, go get Gerbo's crossbow. Yeah, the one he gave me. Go on, go get in the back." Okay. Off he goes.
That was awesome.
Tiny, you go fetch.
That was amazing.
In Tiny's off hours, he's a Shakespearean actor.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's his hobby.
Thank you, Brad.
Truly the greatest.
Amazing.
Tiny the legend.
He can't make a living as an actor. It's just too hard. He's got to do a day job as a bodyguard.
So, Cella, did you want to get a drink, or did you go straight up to the roof, or straight up to the third floor?
Is there food service on the third floor?
When you get to the third floor, there's a few other people that are kind of sitting there with drinks in hand. And there is a waiter who comes up to you and, "Excuse me, miss, would you like any food, any drinks, perhaps?"
Yeah, famished actually. Do you have any steaks or ribs or drumsticks, or really just a large slab of meat would do it, really?
Well, wait. Ephelien has like a ton of meat.
Yeah. She's probably tired of that by now, though.
That's true. But anyway, says, yes, of course. I'll be right back. I think we might have some meat in the back. We mostly cater to seafood back here, ma'am. And he's slowly becoming British.
Yeah, very nice. Faded the British accent.
Slowly leaning into it.
Buffalo wings, really a nice hamburger, really whatever you got.
When was a hamburger a thing?
Yeah.
Not now,
bread,
probably.
Bread and beef
in Germany.
Hamburger just across Spanish Lake. Anyway, she's gonna order some food. She's gonna sit up there, take in the night sky.
Okay.
I feel like she's not a great character. If I'm playing her true to character, not the most exciting person to have in a tavern in general. Especially when she's cranky about being in her ball gown.
Fair enough.
And a little bit self-aware that this is really, though she is enjoying the pockets.
She is enjoying the pockets, though. There's a lot of pockets.
Yeah. There's an upside. Maybe she'll just kind of eavesdrop on the conversations around her and see if anything interesting catches her attention.
Okay. In that case, roll perception.
Okay. Go!
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you
All of her
see?
powers disappeared when they made her put on the purple dress.
It's just gone. So the only thing you can hear is a loud, obnoxious woman who is talking across the way of the floor, and she seems to already be drunk.
Honestly, seems about right.
There's always one.
And she is with a man who is trying his best to preserve some dignity, some of her dignity, as she's kind of drunkenly talking loudly,
Yeah.
when you get a certain drunk.
She's at level 10. I gotcha.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
But yeah, she's just kind of talking about the food and also starting to take snipes at the guy.
Oh, that's fun. She's
yeah. So
interesting.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't have a whole lot off the top of my head. Maybe when you cut back to me, I'll think of something interesting for Cella to do.
Sure, that's fine.
He's gonna skulk in the corner.
So you guys, I assume everyone ordered some kind of seafood. I'm just going to tell you right now, Jedrick. Hey, I'm going to have to recommend for you. May I recommend the tuna? It's really good this time of year.
Do you have anything we can smash open, like crab or lobster?
Oh, certainly. Yeah, we got some of those.
I'll have one tuna.
A whole tuna.
One tuna.
You heard him, Jedrick.
Yeah. You stutter. All right. I'll get you a whole tuna.
For it. You know I'm good for it.
Oh, trust me, Gerbo. I know for a fact.
Just bill Volmer. Just bill him.
I know how to get money out of him. Anyway, all right. A whole tuna, crabs, lobster, coming right up. Gerbo, you want anything in particular?
Well, I'll do the usual.
All right. I'll get you the usual.
This time, don't include any trips to the second floor.
He just laughs for a while.
You know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gerbo. It was hilarious. Okay, it was hilarious. Yeah. And then off he goes.
Last time, we can't have that repeat.
Do you have like a menu of services on the second floor? Something with nice design, graphic design.
I look at Ephelien and I say, honestly, would not recommend.
I just want to see the menu. I'm just curious.
It's all like really disappointing waxes. It's like not what you think. It's just like a really lousy spa that nobody enjoys.
A really lousy spa.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Okay, you wanna know what you could do on the second floor, huh? All right.
Do you have a menu?
You know what? Sure. Let me go get you one."
Perfect.
This is amazing.
And what? And before I forget, would you guys like anything in particular to drink besides just ale? Maybe wine.
Hard liquor.
Oh, the hard
sunshine.
We almost died.
Oh well, yeah. Okay. Did you say sunshine?
Yeah, ask that dwarf maid over there if she has any around back.
Look, we got some sunshine for sure. I'll hook you up. Don't worry, I got it. And Ephelien, right?
Yep.
You want anything in particular for hard liquor?
What?
Something dark.
Whiskey?
Sure.
All right.
Spiced rum.
Ephelien has a bad habit
of rum.
Ephelien has a bad habit of binging and trying to chase her spring high, basically.
Oh yeah. All right, I'll get you some hard liquor, miss. Coming right up.
I think Cella comes back downstairs to the group to find the group. Are they pretty easy to find? Does she know where they are?
Yeah, they're fairly easy to find.
We're behind a red velvet rope.
Yes.
She yanks the golden the silk golden cord to pull aside the red velvet curtain. And she says,
we're not all having a bad time, you know.
You know how many times I was propositioned on the second floor You're
the one that wanted to go up there. You knew what you were getting into. Do you still have your mushrooms? This is the important thing. We may need to barter later.
Mushrooms. They're very well hidden. Thank you.
Well, of course you were propositioned. Look at what you're wearing.
You did this to me.
You should have just wore the clothes that you already had. They were fine.
Thank you, Braundir. I agree. Although there is something about this dress. It is a bit comfortable. Why do you have to wear dresses? Why do you have to wear dresses like this?
Does it have pockets?
It has a lot of pockets. But why can't you go to the ball wearing whatever you want?
Well, it's just a matter of a theme. It's all about the theme.
A theme?
Yes, of course, a theme. Purple is the color of royalty, and then you go to a ball and you show off how royal you are.
Well, I'm royalty, and I don't have to wear this to show it off.
Well, are you an elf?
No.
Well, that's why.
Neither are you.
Well, you can tell that to Volmer because he agrees.
Cella pouts and sits down.
So, at this point, Jedri, along with a waiter, come by, and they provide you with the liquor and alcohol you want. So, Ephelien, you get your whiskey, and it's just a tall glass of the stuff. It's not even a shot.
Yeah.
Just a full glass.
Yeah.
This is a pint glass of whiskey.
Right, yeah, just straight up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
No
warm.
ice.
Just warm.
Yep, it's just warm. it's like
much
the hardest thing you can
whiskey.
drink.
Yep, perfect.
Does Cella
And,
get that meat?
Yes.
She just what did they bring her? What did they have in the back?
Well, what they had in the back actually were ribs.
She just obliterates a rack of ribs in her purple ball gown.
Wow.
Oh man.
Nice.
While you're eating, Jedri will go over and kind of whisper in your ear, Cella, and he says, "Hey, so I heard you ran into some trouble on the second floor. I couldn't help but hear about it from some of the ladies. I'm terribly sorry about that."
Yes, well, I suppose it's my fault for trying to go up to the landing, but on the third floor, but you know, I have to say, I don't understand. I was considerably more concealed than most of your employees, so not really, anyway.
Sometimes, I don't know, just gets into them. I don't know what to tell you. And he just turns out, anywho.
Gerbo, at this moment, gets up and stands up in his chair and puts his glass in the air and says, "Well, friends, yet another portal cleansed, and I would say this is the perfect place to celebrate."
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yes, another adventure that we managed to live through.
Raise a glass to freedom, something they could never take away. No matter what they tell you.
I'll raise the glass to the four of us.
And in a moment, there will be more of us.
Ephelien's writing a huge letter to the other Horizon Walkers, the other Eladrin, about everything that happened, like reporting in.
Yeah.
And it's like 5 pages, and they're all covered in stains of butter and crab juice and stuff.
Nice. That's awesome.
Okay. So as you're writing this, Jedri's gonna walk over to you and he's gonna hand you a slip of paper, and he says, "So here's the menu.
It's not very big."
Well, there's certain details that can be hashed out in person. Let's just say. Anyway.
So let's say I look it over. Is there anything interesting that catches my eye?
So
Make him commit. Make him commit.
I'm not going to make him.
I knew the second
Go
I
ahead,
made this.
read us the menu.
I'm not going to make him say everything on the menu. Just,
Right.
If there's anything interesting, anything that an Eladrin would be interested in.
The thing that is interesting to you is what's called the all-in-one special.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it's so bad. It's
Oh,
honestly
man.
so terrible.
It's very terrible.
Already that's like 40% off or something.
Lightning sale. Yeah.
I'll take the discount service.
Yeah.
Buy one, get one free.
And Jedri will also say, by the way, for you guys, he'll specifically talk to Ephelien since you expressed interest. It's half off for you. Anyway.
Amazing.
So yeah, there's the all-in-one special.
After I look it over, I'll hand it to Cella. I'll fold it up and hand it to Cella.
To me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cella.
She just had a big thing of ribs.
What?
You just had a big thing of ribs.
Yeah, just in the middle of the
yeah.
ribs.
Yes, she did. She's covered in whatever rib sauce or seasoning and just hasn't bothered to wipe it off of her face at all. And takes the menu and unfolds it.
Okay.
Yep. She says, "What? I don't understand these words. What are these talking? What is a spread eagle? Are there druids here?"
There's also another one that's called clam chowder, and that's it.
No, Drew. I was going to avoid the seafood references.
Well,
They're
too
so-
late.
Okay.
Oh, it's so bad.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
And then she
The
says,
sea spawn.
70 gold pieces. 70 gold pieces.
You can make a lot of money at a place like this.
Fine. So,
I mean, this
Don't
is,
encourage her, Gerbo. The young
This
girl's
is a-
got a life in front of her.
this is a big
Cella
moneymaker.
flashes her teeth at Braundir.
Oh.
I would never.
I was trying to encourage you. You got a life ahead of you. You don't need to be
This is-
selling yourself at a second floor
I'm just appalled at how much all these people will pay to do things that, you know, two consensual people could just do without exchanging money. I don't understand.
And to think it was all Jedri's idea.
Prostitution, the entire idea.
Existence of it.
The entire all of prostitution? No, it didn't start until Jedrick Posner was on the case.
Yep.
Here's the thing, Cella. Without the gold, it's not consensual.
Are you implying that nobody can do anything sexual without exchanging money?
Wait, Braundir.
Not in this house.
This whole time.
That's not normal, Braundir. I don't.
I'm not talking about outside of these
I thought you
walls,
grew
but
up in
we have
Philly.
a lot going on right now. If you
Is
were
that
wanting
why you
something
were
in a
wrestling
pinch,
that dwarf?
no. We all know what happened there, and you especially know what spell I was put under.
I'm not sure about that.
So,
Anyway, you hear a commotion from the front.
Thank you, Drew.
Yes.
David.
I felt like I had to do something. Anyway, have to save us from ourselves.
Yeah.
when we watch
So-
this 30 years from now.
Yeah, it's gonna be cringy. Anyway, so you hear a commotion at the front, and you hear Jedri in a loud voice say, "Wow, I didn't expect you to be here, guys! Everyone, the great Lord of House Alderaan has graced himself with our presence."
Oh gosh. Is that Lorson?
Yeah.
Stella looks out at the curtain. She sticks her head out of the curtain.
VIP section.
And there are a lot of people that have already kind of said, "Yay! Aye!" It's shouting and clapping. And Lorson just kind of sighs. Hello again, Jedri.
Cella looks at Gerbo, says, Lawson doesn't seem to be very excited about being here.
Well, let's just say this isn't a place that people like him regular.
Would it be really embarrassing if I asked him to dance with me?
Well, considering a lot of people saw you on the second floor landing, maybe so.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
This is pretty much the opposite.
Dancing type.
Oh
Where
no,
I could-
she's not. She's
not.
She just wants to embarrass Lorson.
Where I come from, the lords and queens own these types of places. This is all backwards for me. The places of ill repute are places of high repute in
That's awesome.
the
And
Feywild.
Yeah.
Very lucrative indeed.
Yep.
But typically there's not as much money involved because it's more about beauty and the experience and all that stuff.
It's a little more free-flowing.
Yeah, Fey stuff.
Face stuff, you know.
Seems on track. Cella's gonna march up to Lorson.
Lorson's
still-
again kind of, oh, you're still wearing that dress.
She's still covered in rib sauce. Also.
Oh, perfect, perfect. He's like, you have a few stains on your dress.
Yes, I know the ribs are quite delicious. Anyway, let's dance. You have to dance with me.
I do? Why?
Yes, because you'll be so embarrassed if you turn away the woman who helped get rid of the problem at the bottom of the lake for you. Everyone here will know that you... Zach, you good?
Yep. Sorry.
Just being a good character, just really into it.
You good?
Whoa.
Everyone here will know that Lord Lawson refused and insulted his guest, a lady, and she like swishes her dress back and forth.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Who just saved his town and is really kind of a hero. So, I mean, if you want to embarrass yourself that way.
Jedri is gonna say, "Hey, you know what's that?" And he's he's within earshot of you, Cella, obviously, and Lorson. He's gonna say, "All right, let's get some good music going. Let's have a dance."
I challenge you.
I'm gonna tell.
Cella like hikes up her skirt and starts like stomping her foot as she like shuffles backwards onto the dance floor.
This is so terrible.
This is so bad.
Amazing.
I'm going to tell Jedri to announce to the whole place for a toast to Lord Lorson and his brother Gerbo and the other heroes that saved House Aldrin from the monsters in the lake.
Hey, you know what? That's a brilliant idea. And he goes, everyone, before we get to, dancing and drinking and everything else, I would like to offer a toast. And he'll point to you guys, but I imagine the curtain's been pulled back. You guys can see. He said, I would like to offer a toast to our good heroes who helped the situation in the lake, and of course, to our ever wise and ever magnanimous Lord Lawson of House Aldrin.
And his brother Gerbo.
And his esteemed
Right
brother,
in his hand.
Gerbo Aldrin. For the wise counsel of wise leadership, everyone, a big round of applause, round of toast, everything. These people deserve it.
I hold up my pint of warm whiskey.
Yep. And now, without further ado, let the festivities begin. What? What happened? Now I don't have any. I need. Oh God, I need music now.
Oh yeah, I feel like we do need a little bit of music.
I feel like it's like Irish jig music.
There's got to be some good tavern ambience.
Cello.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Tavern music. Here we go. No. I need something more energetic than that.
Something lively.
No, they're all very laid back so far. Dang it.
Sorry, we put you on the spot.
I mean, okay. All right. This will work.
Is it coming through Discord?
Yeah, it will eventually. Is it?
Yeah, Witcher 3 Tavern.
Yep.
Nice. Yep. We're about to play it. Oh, yep. We got the music going on.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, gotta get something energetic.
I like it. Cella's doing like the only dancing that she knows, which she's fully aware is not the good dancing here, but it's like her like tribal ritualistic Druid.
So it's like a lot of like stomping.
Yeah, like
great.
body flailing, like shuffling sideways.
Yep.
And like kissing and
Lorson's just staring in abject horror.
Cella is enjoying it so much. She is so enjoying it.
Wow.
Yes.
God. What has happened? Anyway.
Okay, so I take a big drink of my drink.
Yes.
And as I do that, I pull out the bolt blaster.
Okay.
And I shoot Lorson.
What?
As he's on the dance floor, I shoot Lorson.
What?
What is going on?
What?
What?
Okay.
I'm trying to roll. I'm
Oh my god.
I'm trying to roll the bolt blaster, but it won't. It's not rolling on.
Does that count as a sneak attack? I feel like that counts as a sneak
It
attack.
counts as a sneak attack.
We're gonna be fugitives forever. Why are you murdering him?
What?
I'm the only person with a weapon in this place that is.
That doesn't mean you should just kill someone. Like just
No,
enjoy it.
listen. My thing's about to die. I gotta charge it.
He's got a plan.
I've got a plan, and this is how I recoup the recognition that I deserve in this community.
Oh, you're about to get some recognition.
Yep, I am.
You're
Gonna
definitely
murder the
about to get some
Lord?
recognition.
Okay, so this music is absolutely perfect for the scene that's unfolding.
Oh my god, what?
So I'm rolling my bolt blaster, which it's not rolling in Roll20. So I'm just gonna roll it as a d20 here, and it gets +8 for the hit die.
That's definitely a hit.
Definitely a hit, and I get sneak attack on him.
You do.
So what does that add again?
What does that add, Brett?
It's whatever your sneak attack is. It should be under your actions and stuff.
Are you like
Right.
shooting for his head? Like, are you trying to kill him?
I'm definitely trying to kill him.
I'm just telling you right now, I didn't give Lorson any stats, so we're gonna have to think this through.
Once
Among
per
other
turn,
things.
I can deal an extra 4d6 damage.
Oh my god.
Is he like a noble? There's probably stats for like a nobleman of some kind.
Yeah,
I mean, he probably has the generic stats of a nobleman, I would say, at the very
Okay,
least.
that's my sneak attack damage was 14. And then my regular damage with that, with the bolt blaster.
God.
I'm literally, guys, I know that this like totally jacks up the vibe that we were going for, but this was my plan the whole time.
That's
And
why
I'm
you asked for the
so
fucking
excited.
crossbow. What?
I am so like literally this was it.
I mean, I do kind of hate Lorson, and I'm kind of impressed. I think, but also this is gonna make me really.
I'm
really
shooketh.
I am shooketh as well.
So a noble has 9 hit points.
Yep.
Oh,
Freak! Oh yes, this is so
holy
good.
crap! So Cella's like, it's like square dancing in front of Lorson or something. And what? His head just explodes?
No, a crossbow bolt's gonna go right through to his goddamn heart.
Ooh, God. So my sneak attack was 15.
Yeah.
Is this suddenly Game of Thrones?
My regular attack was 16, so he has 31 damage.
Yeah.
So super dead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to mull that one over, Gareth.
Is this Game of Thrones now?
What, Brad?
Is this Game of Thrones now?
Yeah, it is.
Dude, freaking.
I think this is Game of
Tyrion
Thrones.
Lannister.
See, like, okay, I was gonna pull something, but then this happened, and now I don't know what to do.
Oh.
Oh my god!
So, okay, one thing. I think you would need to roll. Are you trying to hide this? Please
I'm the
tell
only
me.
one with a weapon.
Right, but are you trying to, like, sleight of hand? Anything
I
to
mean,
hide?
yeah. I mean, obviously, like, if it wasn't obvious that it was me, that would be good.
Oh, so you're not trying to make like a huge bravado show out of it.
I mean,
Are
that's
you
not.
trying to, are you trying to be stealthy? Please, just.
I am trying to be stealthy about it, but like I guess Jidri and I are in our group are the only ones that know I have a crossbow. So that, I mean, that's the good thing about this.
Yeah.
So, in that case, roll sleight of hand. If you're trying to hide it.
Okay, I have plus 10 sleight of hand.
Fucking hell.
So is the whole group just totally shook right now, or like what's going on? Because I feel
I'm
like
shook. What?
So
Okay. This happens, and I'm gonna say that like Gerbo just is sitting there, just like staring straight ahead. There's no emotion on him, like I would imagine. He just does this thing. Braundir's going to reach for the crossbow to take it from Gerbo.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to beat his sleight of hand to notice him doing it.
If I'm sitting across from him, I'm not going to notice this. Like, do I need to have a passive perception? I mean, we're sitting at the same table. There is a crossbow. Like, I think that I would hear it. Like, there's a lot of things going on. Like, maybe if I was on the floor, like, Cella definitely doesn't know.
Right.
The guards probably wouldn't know.
No.
I know Gareth has, or Gerbo has a weapon.
Yeah.
I heard it go off.
I did mention to him that I was the only one there, like normal person with a weapon.
I don't know. It would take too much mathematics to figure out that was Gerbo.
Right.
It might take you a little bit to figure it out, though.
I mean, sure, because
he'd be stunned.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, a minute before he did this, Gareth leans over to me and he goes, "Is this when I should murder him?" And I assumed that he meant Gendry. Because he just said him.
Yeah.
And I had not told, I had like specifically not told Jet what my plan was for this.
After Lorson and Gendry talked to each other, and so I was like, I mean,
yeah.
sure.
Okay,
Jet
this
kept asking me what the plan
was.
This is it. Okay, so Braundir stands up, shuts the curtain. I'm going to try to like take the crossbow from Gerbo.
Okay.
I willingly let it go.
All right.
Okay. I hand the I have my hand on the back of Gerbo's neck, like so confused at what's going on. I look to Ephelien, hand her the crossbow, and say, "Can you get rid of this?"
Ephelien is painting a picture of that multicolored Leviathan that she saw in the portal, and just not paying attention.
Hey, Ephelien.
Gerbo's murdering people.
Yeah.
Roll performance.
She's not very good at painting either, but
roll performance for your
she's
painting.
pointing that crazy, hypnotic Leviathan that she saw in the thing.
You do a decent job. You do a decent job of it.
So wait, can't you just like planeswalk away with the crossbow, or like?
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on. I'll take it.
I say, can you get rid of this now?
Sure, I'll put it in my bag. What?
Yeah.
Do it.
A sense of loyalty trumps his sense of justice.
Like, no, it needs to not be here at all.
Okay.
Why are there people screaming outside?
Yeah, I was about to bring up the screaming outside. You hear people screaming outside. Cella is probably just standing there in shock, I would imagine.
Yeah, so she's like, she doesn't know who just shot Lorson or anything. She like casts around to see if she can see Gerbo, but the curtain is pulled.
Gerbo has killed Lorson, Ephelien. We have to get rid of this evidence.
Hold on now. I think I'm gonna end it here.
Frick.
Oh
Like,
gosh.
so like, Cella is still out in the ballroom, or not ballroom, out in the main area. You guys are fucking trying to get rid of a crossbow. Okay.
Boom!
Right.
I'm so freaking stoked that my plan was I was actually able to freaking do this thing.
I have to admit, I wasn't anticipating something like this, so I didn't really plan for it.
I wasn't even the one that invited it.
Drew,
That's the thing.
Can you tell us what you were going to do, or do you need to keep that in case part of it happens later?
I will keep it for now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Interesting.
Well, I think Gendry's going to go out of business after this.
Probably so.
Oh my god.
Wow, I am just...
I think... Okay, can I do one more thing before the session ends?
Go ahead.
Because I've been thinking about it, and I'm trying to think what's going through Cella's mind. And as far as Cella knows, Lorson's a prick, but he's, like, on their team.
Yeah?
So I think she's going to try to stabilize him.
Okay. You can try.
It might have to be resurrection.
It could be a resurrection.
He's pretty super dead, but I don't know. I don't know. It just feels like in character. That just feels like what she would do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, if only you had advantage.
Yeah.
Not that... Well, yeah, I think it would take nothing less than a crit.
I mean, yeah,
for
that's
anything.
a crit. Yeah. Okay.
Now,
but it's what she does. So.
Wow.
Now, I'm still trying to think because, like, I don't know if any character could say stop what was happening. I don't know. Like, as I'm trying to think to like Braundir reacting, I guess.
His passive perception's probably not high enough, especially because he wouldn't expect it.
What is your passive perception?
How do I find that? Passive perception, 15.
Wow.
And he rolled a 15.
Tie.
Damage.
So I did see it then, right? Because doesn't it go to the defender?
The 15 was his sneak attack damage.
No, that was sleight of hand.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at a different fit. Gerbo rolled 3 15s.
It's not a DC. It's just a roll off, so it would just be a tie.
So what does that mean?
That would be DM discretion.
Fuck.
You have to somehow, I don't know, maybe he snatches it after he already pulled the trigger or something? I don't know.
I think
I wasn't trying to stop it. No, I grabbed it after it happened.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this happened, and then I was just saying that I knew it happened.
Right.
And
I
trying to get rid of the evidence. I wasn't trying to.
I definitely buy that.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if you were trying to stop it outright or not. Okay.
Yeah, no, I wasn't trying to stop it outright.
I definitely buy that Braundir saw, especially how he reacts with pulling the curtain. I definitely buy it.
So this has changed the trajectory of things.
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I realized that would really make some change.
These actions are going to have consequences.
We didn't have a save point, man.
There is no save to go back to.
Wow. Dang, Gerbo's a little sociopath. How long you been brewing on that one? How long have you known?
Ever since he gave his weapon to Gedry.
Yeah, this is first degree. This is
absolutely first degree.
Yeah.
The definition of it.
Straight up Littlefinger shit.
Yeah, it is. Chaos is a ladder.
Yeah, it's something. I tell you what.
Yeah.
I'm pretty damn stoked that it came to happen though.
I'm at a loss, so
it took like you didn't know, like you were wondering what I was gonna do this whole time. You kept asking me what I was gonna do with the
that crossbow.
What I was gonna do with the crossbow.
Oh yeah, I've been giving him a lot of crap for it.
Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crap.
We're in trouble, guys. If anyone finds out that it was Gerbo, like we're gonna have to get the heck out of Dodge. Cella doesn't know it was Gerbo.
Nope.
Oh,
but none of them know what I know from when I investigated Emmaus and talked through Emmaus.
Okay. Go ahead, Jet. What'd you say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, in the next session, if there's ever a moment when everyone else has a conversation about shared knowledge that I don't have, I can step away. Because I was thinking back to when Gareth was going through the temple and that it would have made things interesting if we didn't have all the knowledge he had. So if next time you want me to break away, then
yeah.
Well. Okay.
Yeah, I really dropped it. I really dropped it on y'all there at the end.
Yeah, you did.
This is a nightmare. He's got to restructure his whole political system in this corner of the world.
I mean, it's not a complete loss.
There's still another brother, and I'm close to the other brother. That's the thing. That's the whole.
Oh, how convenient! I wonder what will happen to the other brother.
Yeah, no one would ever suspect you of killing Morrison, would they? Of course they would.
It depends on how much money I can pay them.
Wow.
You make a lot of assumptions there, Mr. Gerbo.
So this just turned into a whodunit. So all of a sudden,
yeah.
Except you all know the answer, and now you got to keep everyone else from finding out.
Yeah, not all of us.
Yeah, I guess.
So it is an Orient Express.
It is Orient Express. Murder at the Pink Pearl.
And it's just like the Orient Express because everybody knows and everyone was complicit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spoilers for our fans out there who haven't watched the.
Yeah. Serious spoilers.
Oops. Well,
It's been out for like 3 years. Zero.
But out for longer than that.
Figure it out.
Huh?
Well, I've got some thinking to do.
Yeah.
The
And
first version of Murder on the Orient Express came out in 1974.
Well, yeah, it was a remake.
yes.
That's
You
just
know
a-
the one we beat.
You know the one.
know the one.
You know the one.
Well,
Like,
Drew, did we go watch that together?
uh,
Maybe I watched.
maybe? I can't remember.
Back when Movie Pass was a thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe,
we
maybe.
go with you guys.
Remember the good movie
Because
pastimes?
we also.
Yeah, the good movie pastimes. Those were good times.
I know we went and saw a movie with you guys.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well-
one of the first times I hung out with
We
you.
saw
Drew.
Blade Runner together.
That's
Yes, we saw the
Oh.
new Blade Runner. That's right.
And it was so good.
So
It
good.
was good. It's good stuff.
We saw
Wow.
that one like 3 times in theaters, I think.
Dang.
I hope.
But
I
that's
hope that
also the
whatever it is-
director of Dune. That's who's directing Dune. It's Blade Runner
Yeah.
director. So
Very nice.
Oh, shiz. I didn't know that.
Man,
we
so
That's
we
awesome.
should all go. Well, if theaters are a thing,
Remember
we should all
the,
go see it together.
I think
remember
they're
the
okay.
theaters?
can't we like watch like Netflix as a group now? Don't they have that capability?
Like a watch party?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. I think you like have to have a host, and you can only like chat. But you could have like this go on in the background, I guess, like a
Oh,
web
right.
chat. But
Ah,
yeah, okay. Well, let's.
Right.
I mean, so I've got. This is my thing. I just have my virtual drill for 2 weeks. So
okay.
And I'm on backup call next week, which means I could get called in to cover if somebody's sick. But I
Sure.
may have like a week off, and
Okay.
I definitely have the week after that off. So the next 2 weeks are right for us.
yeah, just let me know.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, all right. Well, things are going to get very interesting very fast.
You'll be up all night, like the woman in the mathematics meme. Like,
No.
fit into this?
What?
Said, how
What'd
does
you
the Pythagorean theorem fit into this?
yeah,
A squared plus B squared.
X equals the opposite of B plus or minus square root B squared minus 4AC over 2A.
Dang.
I don't know
okay.
why. That's a quadratic equation. I'm really tired. I think I'm going to go to bed now.
That's probably right.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
All right, guys. That was
It's
exciting.
like a red wedding moment.
Yeah,
It
that was
was.
a red wedding moment. Yeah.
It's
Um,
also 81 degrees in my house right now.
Oh my
Dude.
gosh. Do you have do you have a fan? Do you have like
We
an
have a
electric
single fan. It's blowing on me right now, and we're going to have to move it into the bedroom.
Go buy some dry ice. Make a swamp
What'll that
cooler.
do? Cooler. Well, dry ice for what?
Make a swamp cooler.
A swamp cooler?
Yeah, you can literally Google it, but you rig up a big fan, like a box fan, and something that creates mist.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Good
Yeah.
idea. I thought about that. But with water. And I was like, it'd be too messy. So,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, there you go.
Just a casual 10 p.m. dry ice purchase.
Yeah.
No mischief here.
I'm sorry, Zach. I hope you guys get some sleep tonight.
Yeah, we'll try.
That's gonna be rough.
Well, do we
All
want to
right.
decide on a date next week, or
Yeah, we can schedule for next week. Yeah, if it's good for everybody.
yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah, my schedule is free next week.
do Tuesday nights work for everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
Gareth has sent you a message in Roll20.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I'm looking.
Nice. I like
Don't-
it.
don't worry, but you guys don't have to worry about that. That's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing.
That's nothing. Okay.
Cool. I'll see you guys in a week. We'll figure all this out.
So good. Like,
Yep,
literally
we will.
so good.
We will figure this out together.
Yes. Yes.
It's so good. I'm so happy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
See you guys. Kill Shell.
Amazing. Later.